Take 27.
I'm a money man. Everything I do, I'ma do it for the money man. Money man, for the money man. I'm a money man. Money man. I'm a money man. Money man.
I hope y'all ready.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Unplugged podcast. It's your boy, Young Plug Official.
You know me, Toofly AB.
And we finna get it going. Check it out. All right, well, let's get to it. I'll get to rolling the blunt. You
Right,
get to,
that's what I'm saying.
Get in your fucking notebook. What's going on, everybody? It's another episode of Unplugged. This is our second episode. If you made it this far, I appreciate that. I know
Thank you. Shout out to everybody on it. Shout out a lot of hoes. Shout out dude.
Shout out a lot of hoes.
Just already. Let's go.
As always, it's Young Plug Official and Toofly.
Mm-hmm.
We're missing cameraman Coda and Jay King today. They out sick with some Poseidus or something. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna get to that. I appreciate everybody making it this far. I know this is our second episode, so it's gonna get more professional as we go. But I know the last episode probably had some audio issues. This one's gonna be a little better because it's all microphones. I know my gotta watch out for that a little bit for sure. But we're trying, and it's gonna be pretty cool to see. Like if you hear from day one, to see 10 years from now if we still talking to each other about bullshit, how professional it's gonna be. Maybe we're on stage, maybe we're in a different country. I don't know, but you can come along and see the ride and see us build and grow.
Well, I know we definitely gonna be talking some bullshit to each other.
Definitely gonna be talking some bullshit.
I just don't know if y'all gonna be still listening or if we still gonna be on this or where it's gonna be, but it's gonna definitely still be happening.
Hey, feel free to talk shit with us. Comment box is there. You know what I'm saying? If you say I look like Weird Al Yankovic, I'll take it. But you're gonna have to be a little more clever than that.
Right? Yeah.
Post easy. And our first shout out of the day. Shout out Corona.
Ooh, the extra, not Premiere. Yeah, y'all keep that Premiere shit to yourself.
Cerveza Americano.
I need an extra. Man.
What you got written down in your little notebook, man?
Man, I got a whole bunch of things. Last night, I was just sitting there, and some things just kept coming to my mind. And so, right now, they got a lot of stuff going on in the news as far as... So, have you even heard any fucking thing about the coronavirus lately?
I know the dude I work with hasn't been showing up to work saying he's got it. I see you, motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, anyways, even though everybody already knew this, they're trying to say that they know the specific lab in China where the coronavirus started.
Yeah,
and so Joe Biden, shout out to the president, is actually trying to put guys in charge of investigating this situation to see if they can bring charges against the person who actually started the virus and killed all these people.
Like chemical warfare?
Yeah, because
was it an accident? Was it on purpose?
And that's
is this shit even fucking real?
What it reminds me of, like literally when I heard this stuff on the news, the thing that it reminded me of was what's the movie with the chick that through the thing and then the virus spread and
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. Yeah, like it literally made me think of that situation because in my experience, movies that we like and that we watch and we know and that we think are just exaggerated hypothetical situations tend to really be what really happened we just don't know about the shit yet. You know?
Either they designed this movie like to get us prepared for that, or they're taking plays from the movie.
Yeah, After Effects. Yeah, like After Effects.
Like, oh, damn, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. And so...
either way. That's kind of like the same thing we was talking about with cartoons, subliminals, shout-out messages.
Yeah, right.
Like, the fact that they're so genius to put that shit in there, or is it an accident?
And the
Probably
thing
not.
is, like, I've seen movies in the past where really and truly they amazed me in the creativity I thought the movie was. And then 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, whatever it is later... You see the shit actually happening, and you're like, "Whoa!" They either predicted it or they just knew about it before we did.
I think there is a movie about like a virus. I can't remember. Like a year or two before the Rona shit broke out, there was a movie on Netflix. I don't think it's on there anymore, but it was something about like there's one village left. Was it called Contagion? Is that?
I don't know if I ever saw that. Maybe.
Man.
But
it sounds like that would be what it's called.
What I do know is anybody shout out The Simpsons. If y'all watch The Simpsons had a episode. They had an episode where they literally said coronavirus.
Yeah.
They said it way before it even happened. And so, is that coincidence?
And there was another one where, like something. I know Trump was president, and after Trump's president, the world ended, and then they were on a cruise ship stuck out in sea because they couldn't get back to the whatever because there was a pandemic going on.
Exactly. And so is that something just that is like, oh my God, coincidence that it happened? Or were they really already knowing what the hell was going on?
I don't know. Them coincidences be a little too close.
Way too close. So
you know what the Mandela effect is?
Yes.
Yeah. Like there's certain ones like John Goodman died. Like I swear John Goodman died. He ain't died. I remember hearing about him dying, but he ain't dead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like, Fruit Loops. How you spell Fruit Loops? Like,
and then you see back on it, and it's not spelled the same way that you thought you remembered seeing it. Yeah, there's all kinds of shit like that.
Some crazy shit. And so, is that just us humans? Like, our memory's not as good as we thought it was.
But if it was, why is it so many people? Like,
everybody's
that many
stupid.
People don't have good memories?
I guess.
You know what I'm saying? Because
I know my memory shit. Played football my whole life and smoke a lot of CBD.
Right? And CBD.
Shout out CBD.
So, shout out CBD. And so, shout out football.
Shout out football.
I actually think that I've talked this fool right here into playing this Sunday in my flag football tournament. So, and what's so crazy is he's about to be the head guy. He's going to be the QB out there running the show. So
that's that golden arm.
Let's hope that he's ready to go.
He had to break the golden arm out of retirement. Yeah, Coda linked me up with some church boys. When was that? Like 2 days ago?
Yeah,
we played some flag football at a little middle school out here. And my legs on fire, but it turns out I'm still fast as fuck, bro.
I'm still fast as hell, bro.
Yeah.
No, that's one of them things, man. You're not gonna lose it. You're just not gonna be as long winded as you used to be because you don't do the same stuff you used to. You know.
After the second game, my legs started getting tight.
Well, the good thing is you only play one game a weekend. So if you can make it through one game, this is the bad thing. When I'm not in shape, I will say this: when I'm not in shape, my Sundays after the flag football game are completely shot. I'm so tired. I'm so worn out. I'm so I don't even want to do anything else because I'm so tired and worn out from the game that the rest of the day I just literally be lazy and do nothing.
Yeah, that's how I be on Sundays anyway.
Yeah.
You know, this rap shit, I never get to sleep. Now we're doing the podcast. I'm up all day fucking editing. And I got a full-time fucking job.
Right.
Going to Houston and Louisiana doing shows and shit.
Speaking of, Saturday you actually had a show. We gave you a shout out on it last Tuesday whenever we did our podcast.
Yeah.
So how did that go? Tell me how that went, because I heard some good things from some people that were there, but I wasn't able to make it because I had myself some pussitis. And so
bunch of bitches around
I
me, man.
know, man. And I told him, I said, you can't trust nobody but yourself. And so I was just letting him know that I knew I was being a bitch, but everybody has to be a bitch here and there and every now and then, and sometimes it's you don't want to be, but you got to be. So tell me how how it went. What'd you think?
It was all right. It was definitely a good night. My boy Script was there all the way from Waco, putting on a podcast in the back. Me and Azul, Don went. Cameraman Coda went. Phoenix was there, which was crazy. Ran into her. I think our homeboy was performing.
Shout out to Phoenix. She was in the Boss the Band's video. She was killing me. So shout out Phoenix.
She's one of the girls that killed AB.
Yep.
Her and Bethany. Shout out Bethany.
Shout out Bethany. What's up, Bethany?
Yeah. Hit me up on Instagram. I'll give y'all their Instagrams. Cute girls. I know there's some boys out there that want to follow anybody. But yeah, no, it was good. Joe and Keely went out. Shout out Joe and Keely.
Shout out Joe and Keely, man. I got a lot of respect for them just because they always show me love. Anytime, anywhere we go, they definitely show me love. I went to a crawfish bowl at Joe and Keely. Actually, it was at John and Amber's, which is across the street from Joe and Keely. And
allegedly.
Allegedly. And so they just show a lot of love. So cool deal.
Yeah, I fuck with John too and Amber. Like the cool ass people, man. Like, I don't think I can say how I met these people, but it's literally like a homeboy I met, and he's got a girlfriend, or actually a fiance, Mazel tov. His girlfriend's brother is John, and then John's got a wife now, and they live right next door to each other, and we just be partying. We had a music video there. Like,
we had a music video there. We both went to their wedding. Like
had a costume party where I was John Cena.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
man.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely shout out to them too. I like them.
Yeah, they're cool. They drove all the way Houston. I'll say they came to see me, but I know y'all came for OT.
Mexican OT, yeah.
But shout out that Mexican OT. He was there in the building. Peso's in the building. Brick Wolfpack in the building. Long Live Young Dolph. Who else is there? Hustletown Network with Famous Tex, Romy Rome. Dope House was in the building. Hey.
I know.
Swisher House was in the building.
Ooh, really?
Swisher House in the building.
Who
DJ Michael Watts.
What?
Was in the fucking building.
Michael 5,000 Watts was there?
In the motherfucking building. DJing. Young Jazz was there DJing too.
Damn.
Yeah. Because Highway Yellow.
I ain't heard Michael Watts in forever.
Well, Highway Yellow just signed to Swisher House, and they had an album release party. He said something like he dropped 4 albums this year. He's like, it's only January.
Damn.
Or February, something like that. Yeah, but
actually, today is the last day of February.
Man, for real?
Yeah.
Which day is that? Is today leap year?
No, it's February 28th. So tomorrow is March fucking 1st. I got to pay my rent tomorrow. Shout out to all the fucking landlords taking everybody's money.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, getting set up for the podcast got me out of breath, and I'm still trying to catch my breath.
Yeah, he trying to play flag football Sunday, so.
Yeah. I got my inhaler right here. Working on it.
Right. So, some other stuff I got down. I don't know who all watches the news and stuff like that, but I saw that.
Oh, the show went great, by the way. I was in a rap battle.
Oh, yeah, we did. Okay.
Lost that shit, but the performances was great. Peso did great. OT did one song. It was dope. There was a girl there, like, getting a little too freaky. She had a man with her, too. Praying for you, brother. She put her tongue on Peso's dick, like, on, like, his zipper. And he was like, ugh, bitch. Like, I thought he was about to Kevin Gates her ass.
Ooh.
That's what Coda said. Like,
put this dick all in your stomach? Yo, dick all in your stomach?
nah, I thought he was going to put that boot in her face. If y'all want to see her showing titties, it's on the Hustletown Network website. Shout out Hustletown.
Man.
I don't think you actually see nipples, so I might not have been able to say that legally.
And man, Michael 5,000 Watts, man, that's live. Like, that's somebody I've never seen or never met.
Yeah, he was walking by me. I see him like walking this way. I just start rapping. That way, he's like, "Oh."
Shout out, Michael 5,000 Watts. That's cool.
Yeah. Shout out Azul to Don.
Yeah, shout out Azul. That's cool. So y'all just did one song?
We did one for the rap battle. Yeah.
Yeah. How many people do you think battled?
30. There was 30
people.
30 people.
And did they give a winner? Like, did they give?
Yeah, shout out Red HTX. Red dot. That's REDD.HTX. Shout out Red. That's the second time he beat me in a rap battle, bro. I'm coming for the belt, man.
Okay.
Shout out Red. He really gonna be something for real.
So what did he win?
Everything. He won backstage passes to go see Bun B. He won a Peso feature. He won a Brick Wolfpack feature.
Damn.
I think he won a spot to open up for Polo G.
Damn, I like Polo G.
Yeah, what the fuck? That's first place. They were still second and third place.
Damn, that's crazy.
And he got a plaque with his name on it.
Okay.
Which I ain't gonna lie, is a little fishy. How'd they already have your name on the plaque?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I ain't.
Yeah.
We ended up getting bumped though. Like, it's kicking the nuts, but it's part of the game. We little men on the totem pole. But we were supposed to be opening up for Peso, and then Mexican OT hopped on board. So then we were opening up for them too. Just bumped our time a little bit. Then Brick showed up, and then Swisher House showed up, and so we got our times fucking majorly cut. Like,
what time do you think you actually went on stage?
I know I was off of stage at 11:50.
Okay.
And we probably performed for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it actually started at, you said 9 or something like that?
It started at 11 a.m., but the rap shit started at 9. Yeah, they had a crawfish boil and a charity for the kids. But most of the time I was on stage, I was talking because they were fucking our setup. Yeah, shout out DJ. Man, I'm not going to say your name, but you was acting like it was your first fucking day. And I know it wasn't his first day because he's done a lot of our shows, but
it can't be your first day if you're doing something like that with Michael Watts and all them people there showing off, you know?
Yeah, like, and respect him having to follow Jazz and fucking, shout out Jazz, 97.9 The Box.
Jazzy Red?
Jazz, she's the radio personality on 97.9.
Okay.
With Hustletown. But, And then, Michael Watts. But, yeah, he kept fucking the shit up. When he called somebody else up, and then they were having some problems. So then he called us up. And so I take the mic and start talking, and Azul's talking to the people. I'm, like, talking to the crowd. And they kept telling me, like, hold on. Like, you're not going yet. And I'm like, well, I got the fucking mic in my hand. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to at least talk.
Do or die, baby.
Yeah, until y'all take this away from me. So they're like, hold on, you're not going yet. And I'm just talking to the crowd, like, what's going on H-Town, blase. And then, boom, song starts playing. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? I look at the DJ, I'm like, oh, hold on, cut it. And he wouldn't cut it. I'm like, run it back. He wouldn't run it. And then Azul started rapping. I'm like, what the fuck? Then, while Azul was rapping, the beat fucking stops. Azul keeps rapping, then the beat comes on, and so Azul's off rhythm. And I'm like, bro, get your shit together, man. You like, DJ's making us look like we're unprofessional.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. But I still ate that bitch.
So did they bring it? They didn't bring it back, and
no.
They just let y'all run it off of that, and that was it.
Yeah.
Man.
Fucked up.
And so, what song did y'all do?
Go Get It.
Go Get It.
Unreleased shit. It's we have some a merch line dropping called Go Get It Dopewear, and that's what this song's supposed to be for.
Okay.
Go Get It. It's like the theme song for like intro music.
So do they have merch that you can go get right now?
Like yeah. If you want to hit me up on Instagram, me or Azul the Dawn, Young Plug Official on Instagram, or Azul the Dawn at Instagram. It's YUNG Plug Official. We have Live from Space City gear. That's the album that we just dropped together.
For some reason, I think that's going to take off the quickest. Just because Live from Space City, I feel like a lot of people are going to be able to relate to in their own way to say what Space City means to them. Because to you, what Space City could mean different than to me from Space City, but we could still relate on Space City no matter what it is, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And so I feel like, in just my opinion, that's going to take off the quickest. That doesn't mean it's going to be the highest or what, but it's going to be the one that people are going to gravitate to the quickest.
Yeah.
And so
and we got a bunch of music videos, and Callie, shout out Callie with Damn Dimes. She's shaking that ass. I know fellas love to see that.
She got an ass, man.
She loves
damn, she got an ass. Shout out, Callie. I ain't seen you in a minute, but every time I do, I'm looking at that ass more than I am the face.
Shout out her for real, though, because she be helping. Like, when she gets on stage and starts dancing, like,
people start looking.
Yeah, you fucking perverts in the crowd. Now y'all paying attention. You know what I'm saying? I'm up here rapping, sweating and shit. Nobody hear nothing. And Callie, shaking that ass. Y'all like, woo.
Yeah,
I remember one time we was doing a show, and her homegirl behind me shaking ass, and the crowd goes crazy. I remember like poking my head in, like, I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on stage too.
I got a guy that I used to work with. Shout out John.
Shout out John.
He used to say that I'm not a pervert, I'm a provert, because I'm a professional at this shit. He said, "Don't call me a pervert, call me a provert." And so, shout out him just for thinking of y'all perverts out there. So anyways, back to what I was watching on the news. It just was something that really stuck out at me. So Elon Musk, everybody out there knows who Elon Musk is, right? And so he has been the richest man in the world for some time. But for the past 2 months, it's been a guy named Bernard Arnold. All right, and so he was the richest man in the world for 2 months, and he has the world's largest luxury brand. The world's largest luxury brand. I can't remember what it said. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it said. But for 2 months, he was the richest man. 3 days ago, Elon Musk went back on top to be the richest man in the world, in the entire world, with $187 billion. $187 billion. That is just.
That's
I
insane.
don't even know, how many. I don't even know if that much money could fit in my house.
I have no idea.
Like, let's just say that we had $100 bills, and we put them in my house to stack up to $187 billion. I don't know how much that is, because that's a lot of freaking money. I don't think it would fit in my house right here. I really don't.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That's a lot of money.
I remember I seen $4 million one time in one duffel bag. If that gives you any kind of.
But like I'm gonna say, I don't know how much that is, but $4 million to $1 billion is nothing. Yeah. It's nothing. Yeah. So $187 billion. Bro,
insane. You know how many cigarettes I could buy?
That's just, man. That's just.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's so crazy. That's so crazy.
What does billionaire weed taste like? Like, are they smoking the same shit we're smoking?
I think it's so fucking hardcore they don't taste it. You know what I'm saying? Like when you hit it, you just instantly your whole body coughs. Not just your throat, not just your mouth, like your whole body coughs.
That's like hitting that wax.
Yeah.
You gotta come out of your shirt and start sweating.
Yeah, you start hyperventilating and shit and stuff like that. You know.
That's funny.
I want to say this quote because when I heard this, I automatically thought of Young Plug. Okay? It was something by Chris Paul. Shout out Chris Paul, CP3. A coach of his told him, said for the track you're taking, for where you're trying to go and what you're trying to do, which is win a championship, right? I mean, he's a NBA basketball superstar, and so obviously he's trying to win a ring. And I hate it that he never has. But anyways, what he said was, the coach told him, you're going to have to deal with a lot of people who don't want it as bad as you do. And when I thought of that, when I heard that, I automatically thought of Young Plug and his music career. Because I love music. I love music. Music makes me feel this way. Music can make me feel this way. Music can change my
whole... Music makes me lose control.
Yeah, it can just totally corrupt my whole being. But I still don't love music as much as Young Plug does.
Shout out Young Plug.
And so, yeah, shout out Young Plug Official. And so when I heard that the first thing I thought of was Young Plug because, man, if he don't make it, it's because y'all motherfuckers are stupid. That's all I know. If he does not make it professionally rapping, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all are listening to. And so that's all I got to say about that. That was just a little side note that I heard from Chris Paul, CP3, and then it just automatically made me think of you. So
I definitely appreciate that for real. And I'm not gonna lie, I definitely have like my ego moments where I feel I'm the fucking best. And in my city, Port Arthur, I've won all the rap battles, so like, you know, maybe I am the best. But then I go to Houston, I think I only won one rap battle out there. I've probably done 10. Like, it's a real humbling experience. Like this past Saturday I was in the rap battle. I performed my greatest song that I have with Azul as far as performance value. Like, me and him, our best performance song together, we did that. Didn't even place in the competition.
But like you said, y'all got kind of screwed in the production of it.
Yeah, but the good music is going to speak for itself.
For sure.
So, like, you know, like, you'll have that feeling like I'm the best, and then you get that reality check like you're not the fucking best. You need to fucking work because somebody else is going to outwork you. You get comfortable thinking you're the best, you're going to stop working. Somebody else is going to keep working. And that's why I said in that song with Trillinger, like, I'm a veteran still working like everybody better than me. There's medicine in music. I use it for therapy. I'm trying to please. And
that's what it has to be. Like, it has to be something that you love so much that even if you don't make it, which you're going to eventually, but you're going to make it eventually.
Yeah.
So even if you don't, though, you'll still do it to the top, like, best of your ability.
For sure. I'll do it to the best of my ability, but I have to realize I'm not the best. Like, I'm trying to be my best, and right now I'm not even my best. So how the fuck can I say I'm better than somebody else when I'm not even better than me? But I'm definitely going to put the time in and try. And I have people helping me, like AB, like you pick my brain, you keep me active. Like, say I could be lazy one day, but instead you're like, you want to chill, and then we end up just making a song together. Like, that's a song I might not ever have ever if you wouldn't have hit me up. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
that is one thing.
You definitely need people.
That is one thing about me that I think I bring to the table for you. Is music?
You're always active.
Well, yeah. Well, music wise, I'm not as active musically as you are, and I need to be because I love it so much. I really do. Mm-hmm. So that is like no shout out to me. All right, like retract that shit because I need to be on it more than I am. But every time me and you hang out, we always seem to have a conversation that just makes me, and I feel like you too, want to do and be more. Like, okay, I'm
for sure.
Like you said, I'm the shit. I'm that dude. I'm the rap guy. Like, nobody can fuck with me in PA. But every time we talk, it's like, you know what? I think I could be doing more.
For sure.
And that is
every step of the way.
And
too.
I think that is the good bond that we have. And I feel like that is the reason that we are starting the podcast.
Yeah. Because this is more.
this right here, what we're talking to y'all on camera, this is what we do all the time anyways.
And this is why, like, it really does mean, like, a lot to us. I mean, I'm not trying to speak for him, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. Like, I can assume you feel the same way I do. Is like, you lighter? Mm-hmm. The fact that, like, because right now we're making this video, so I have no idea who's watching this right now. So whoever you are, could be my mama, could be somebody in Egypt, like, it could be anybody. The fact that you're taking time to hear what the fuck we got to say, like, and we really do, like, want, and I need this music shit, you know. I don't have nothing. I'm not gonna get into that, but I don't have nothing else. Like, this is like you know, it's what's keeping me here. And like let's see.
But that's how it has to be though. Like that is why I believe. You want me to give you some things that. So this, I've thought about this a lot in my past, not just recent past.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, shout out to everybody who's watching. So I believe. Okay, most of the people who come out with like platinum albums, why do they come up with platinum albums? Because they have nothing else. Like, that's what they have to feed on. Yeah. 50 Cent got shot. He was about to die. And so then he came back with this album. Eminem was so broke they couldn't pay their freaking rent at a trailer park. And then he came out with his stuff that was awesome. Like Tupac, freaking Biggie, like all these people were literally selling drugs and had no future other than either just continuously selling drugs or going to prison forever or this or this or this. And so that made them step their game up and literally get to a point of being platinum in rapping or in music, right? Let's take me, Toofly. I have never really, truly, really wanted for anything. Now, I've never been rich, but I've never been poor. I've never been dirt poor. I always had I always had 3 meals a day. I always had somewhere to sleep at night. I always, like, everything was literally taken care of by my family, by my parents. All right? So shout out to my parents. And so because of that, my hunger for music and for being the best and for being that dude isn't as hungry as, say, Unplugged is, because his lifestyle has definitely been different from my lifestyle. And so his hunger for it is from a different place in his stomach and whatever than mine is, because I've always had my parents I could just fall back on, or something that, like, somebody who was there that even if I was being stupid and retarded and doing the dumbest shit in the world, they would accept me and take me back. So I never really had to put myself on the line because I didn't have anything to lose. Because if I lost everything, I just go back to mom and dad. Yeah. Right? You know what I'm saying? So I never really lost everything. And so whenever you're somebody like that can lose everything, I feel like it just brings that out. It brings that out of you. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that separates me from you.
For the longest time, though, I was like, I mean, I still kind of am. I'm still growing up, still trying to learn. But I was just angry at everything. Like, I just wanted shit to break. I wanted people to feel pain because I didn't want to be the only one hurt. But music, man, music has helped. Like, I don't want to hurt people, man. I want to help people. I want to make a music. Like, when I listen to music, you never know. Like, say Lil Wayne. Never met Lil Wayne in my life. Seen him once in my whole life. And the fact that just a human being could be revered is that how it's crazy. I seen Lil Wayne. Like, he looked at me. Like, that's weird. That's another human that I'm looking at like that. And, you know, he says something over a beat, and that might keep me from doing something stupid. Like, and it could literally save my life. Like, that in itself to me is crazy. Or the fact that, like I'm not a big crier. You know what I'm saying? I don't cry about my problems. This is why I have music, is because that's, instead of talking to a friend about my problems, I can rap about it. It's more fun to me. I get, you know, it takes a lot of energy to rap and to sing, so it's almost an exercise too. It's like you're burning shit out. But that's the power of music right there. The fact that music can do that, or music can actually bring tears out of my eyes if I'm singing. Like today in the shower, I was singing fucking I went skydiving,
Rocky Mountain climbing. I know that. Oh yeah, hell yeah!
I was
Shout
fucking
out,
crying.
Hell yeah! Well, see, that's also the difference between me and you rapping, because when we the 2 times that we have made a song together,
Yeah.
Right? And I'm sure we've freestyled so many times it ain't
I
even,
feel like we have
funny,
three songs. So.
Uh-huh.
Don't we have 3 songs?
We have Money Man, Bitch Why You Lying.
Bitch, why you lying?
Why you lying, bitch?
Why you lying, bitch?
Stupid lying ass bitch. Shout out lying bitches.
Shout out lying, bitch.
And so that's it, right?
What was the first one?
Money Man.
Oh, yeah. There's not a third one?
I don't think so, bro. Well, if so, we'll think about it and we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
So, the difference between me and you and that is, as far as rapping, you're definitely better than me. I have a different style. You have a different style. So some people might like me and think that I sound better than you. I don't think so. I think you're better than me. I just have a different style than you do. And some people will like my style and like your style different. You know, okay, well, whatever.
Yeah, I have a theory about some shit like that. Like,
okay.
I'll tell you in a minute. Go ahead.
And so, but I am jealous as fuck about you because Young Plug can literally sit there in 45 minutes and write his verse or write his song or write his part or do whatever the hell he does. It takes me 3, 4, 5 days. Like, I have to go over it. I have to study it. I have to say it over and over and over and over in my head. I have to say it to the beat. I have to say it a cappella. I have to do all these things to make sure it fits me and it sounds good and is good for me. And that takes like 3, 4, 5 days. You can do that shit in 45 minutes, and I can't. And I just can't. And so
I think it just depends on the song. And that's another thing. Like, I have more songs. So, like, and I'm just going to use these numbers. These numbers might not be accurate, but let's just say you have 5 songs. That means you have 5 tries to work on that timing and how fast. You know what I'm saying? I have, like, hundreds of songs.
Right.
So, like, even if the songs suck and I'm the only one that knows about the song, it's still wordplay, little things I tried that, like,
practice
maybe I use this
and trial and
next.
error and stuff, yeah.
And so, like, it also depends with the song. Like, sometimes I'm just rapping and it's just a rap. So, like, that I could write 20 minutes. Or I could even freestyle half of it. But, like, if I'm trying to do some singy shit or, like that's one thing, like, you talking about Platinum Records, none of my songs, I'm honest. Like, I'm a realist. I'm not dissing myself. I do believe in myself. But none of my songs are platinum level. Like, none of them are worldwide, like, need to be, like, they're all good raps.
I like that you say that because I feel the same way about me.
Yeah.
I feel like that, like, we're going to sit around and if I'm going to play it, you're going to think it's good.
Yeah.
But it is not something that is going to fucking just, like, blow the world away.
It's not entirely fun, especially for every crowd. Like, little kids probably ain't listening to my music.
Oh, no.
Females,
no.
a lot of females probably not listening to my music.
If you're not gangster, then you're not probably listening to your shit.
It's all
That's
fucking gangsters listening to my shit, which is dope. Shout out gangsters.
Yeah, shout out gangsters.
But I need to reach a bigger market, you know? Like, so I want to make these platinum level. When I look at myself, I think you're a good rapper, but you're not a great rapper, and you're not a great artist. And you're like, you're an okay artist.
Why? What are the whys?
Got to put the time in.
Okay.
And so I definitely.
But
like,
you definitely put.
Say like
you probably put 10 times. I don't even maybe 100 times. I don't know you put way more time into it than I do.
Yeah, I mean
way more.
But say like with construction, like you can become a very good electrician.
Well, I put a lot of time into that shit.
But are you gonna become like a great electrician, or are you gonna become a good electrician, okay sheetrocker? You know that like my homeboy Maya, shout out Maya, it's my best friend.
It's the jack of all trades. But
master of none.
The master of none.
Well, he says, I think Bruce Lee might have said this or something. He said, don't fear a man that has practiced 1,000 kicks one time. Fear a man that's practiced one kick 1,000 times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
so, like,
for sure.
I've been putting my time into rapping, trying to perfect the rapping. And now that I'm kind of getting to a level where I can, you know, do some engineer shit or do some video editing. I've been doing the video editing lately, and then singing, playing instruments, like, that's gonna make you great with music. Is when you are an artist, you can do
but that's still the jack of all trades, right? So which one of those that you just named is the one that you need to practice 1,000 times?
Yeah, I don't know what I need. I think I need to do like a real deep check on what I want in life. Cause say like Lil Wayne, in my opinion, is the greatest rapper ever, but that is because that's what he does.
Yeah, he don't do nothing else. He don't do nothing else.
Yeah.
He literally just does that all the time.
He's practiced that kick every day, every second for years. And so that's
shout out Lil Wayne, bro.
But then there's people like Jay-Z, who Jay-Z could be looked at as the greatest rapper because he's a rapper who has made it the farthest.
To Young Plug is Jay-Z. Toofly, Lil Wayne.
No,
what's up?
I got Lil Wayne boxes.
I
got Lil Wayne boxes on right now. Shout out Young Money.
Yeah.
No homo, pops.
No homo.
But yeah, like say Eminem could be the greatest rapper because his wordplay, his lyricism,
is
flow
unmatched. Is unmatched.
Is crazy. But then Lil Wayne could be the best because he has
his
dedicated his life
metaphors.
to rap.
Yeah.
But then Jay-Z could be the best because he is a rapper who has made it the farthest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so there's different.
Pimp C could be the greatest because he is a rapper who has, I think, genuinely one of those words. I can't spell either one of them.
It was
anyway.
the second one. It was the second one.
Like, he has left his mark on a culture. Like, he started a culture, and then now 15, maybe 16 years. What's today? Yeah. 15 years after that, he's died. Shout out Pimp C.
Shout out Pimp C.
I wear a Pimp C shirt. I'm wearing a Pimp C shirt right now, too. Shout out Weezy.
That wasn't even playing.
That wasn't even playing. I feel like Pimp. It says Trill on the back. I'll show you in a minute. But, yeah, he has left his mark on a culture. 15 years later, we're still talking about him. I'm some guy right now in some other guy's house talking about some guy that died in my city a long time ago.
Right.
Like, and that is because he did
he's
that
still
off
an
music.
Inspirational figure. Yeah. Even though he's not even around anymore.
I guarantee you, and I don't know this for sure, but I guarantee you, people are going up to his mother saying some shit like "thank you" or "sorry for your loss" or something. They're complete strangers, and that's the power of music. This motherfucker talked to us through music. 15 years later, he started a whole new generation of kids that are listening to that music, learning from the music, learning how to hustle, learning how to watch for snakes. Go get that fucking money by any means and bring it back to your mama.
And how does that have to feel as the mama that that was my son?
Yeah, that was my baby.
Like, when I die, my mom probably ain't nobody gonna say nothing to my mom, you know. But Pimp C's mom, like, there's like that has to make you feel success and like you did what a mama's supposed to do in raising the son, like that everybody literally gets motivated by and wants to do better by. Like, I've never heard anybody who reps Pimp C and wants to do some stupid, negative, dumb shit.
Yeah,
they want to hustle. They want to motivate.
Yeah, it's all about hustling.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. It's about coming up and being real and fuck this bullshit. Like that definitely has to be some prideful shit.
Yeah. And one thing that Pimp C understood, and obviously, like, you know, shout out Pimp C, long live the pimp. He's not here to defend himself. So if it comes off like I'm talking shit, I'm really not trying to. I respect it. He's like one of the reasons I'm alive, one of the reasons I do music anyway. I love Pimp more than a lot of people I know. But I don't want to put words in his mouth, but this is what I'm thinking is he realized that a lot of men, their motivation is women. You know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely.
I want to
shout out a lot of hoes.
Yeah, I'll throw my homeboy under the bus to get some pussy.
Yep.
Instead of
bros before hoes. That shit
instead of hustling, like, and then
or money before hoes.
Yeah, and I say this all the time. You want girls so bad, bro. You think how many girls you think we're gonna have around if we go become successful?
Yep.
Like, how about we go get that first?
That's
you ain't gotta get no
girls
right now. Like, and that's the Pimp C in me. Like him, you know, like me. I don't know. Like learning through his music. Like,
well, even
these rappers raised me. That's
out,
why I said my song. Like, learning through the music. The OG showed me their ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, who I am is through what
like
people
I said
are
earlier. Shout out 50 Cent. Fucking, he said, "You chase bitches, chase the money. They come with the shit."
Yeah.
Like sure. Literally, if you want bitches, go get money.
Yeah.
You don't go get bitches, go get money. And you will get bitches.
If you build it, bitches gonna come.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we get to the top, you know what I'm saying? And so you can't be, and shout out all the bitches out there. Like, I'm not dissing any girls. I'm saying we can't make getting pussy. It's not about the women. It's
not the woman's fault. Y'all just being y'all. Y'all just doing you.
It's not about the women. It's more about the men fucking the women.
Yeah.
Like, that's what people are motivated by. Like, instead of coming to do the podcast, you want to go out to the bar and get some pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shout out, dude.
Yeah, shout out, dude. Like, but and that actually didn't happen today. One of the dudes sick, another dude is yeah. But I'm just saying in general, like, that's a good example. Or like, you know, you're gonna miss out on business opportunities because you're caked up with some random girl you don't even know. Like, is that girl gonna hold it down for you, or
Hell
is that
no.
just some pussy?
I guarantee you, 99.9% no.
Yeah,
I guarantee you.
And that's why we got women and we got bitches. So if you're offended by saying bitches, you probably
you wonder why we call you bitch? Yeah, that's funny.
Shout out Germ. He in a song the other day he said something like, "Don't worry, dude, she's safe with us." I'm like,
you be saying, yeah, you said this shit before. I hate to say this, like, I don't remember old dude's name. What's his name that we was in a video with? That I was killed?
Kieris.
Yeah, so shout out Kieris. That motherfucker is like real. Like he hits me up all the time on fucking.
Yeah, he's very supportive. That's how you're supposed to be as a fucking artist.
He's very, very like just like involved or whatever. Anything that happens with the video, he definitely sends it to me. Yeah. And so like shout out Kieris, man. He definitely is one of the real dudes that I just met at the video. Didn't know him before the video. Met him at the video, and ever since then, he's been a real dude, man.
And that's how you need to be as an artist. Like, if you expect people to support you, you need to support them. Like, especially the people around you. You know, put your team on. Don't try to take away from them. Like, because if I can make AB great and AB can go get rich, he can put me on. You know what I'm saying? And then vice versa. Like, don't be stingy. It ain't all about you. So, shout out Kieris.
If I help you, if you help me, hopefully we all in this together. Like, that's the whole point.
Because we're all in this together.
That's what I'm trying to do. Shit.
Shout out High School Musical.
I want you to make $1 million, because if you make $1 million, I know you're going to help me make $1 million.
Yeah, you better give me,
give
me some game for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
How'd you make this $1 million?
Yeah, and so, like, what am I missing out? What am I missing to get on your level? Because if we hanging out, we should be on the same level.
Yeah, for sure. Teach me how to fish.
Yeah, and I'll be able to survive for the rest of my life.
And that's actually my plan in life. Is like I want to run it up, and then I know people are gonna be asking me for money. What I'm gonna do is sit them down with lawyers and accountants. I've said this before, right?
Yep.
Sit them down with lawyers and accountants and shit, and be like, "What do you like to do? What do you want to do? How can we make a business out of it?" What we're gonna do is do this shit officially. We're gonna start a business, and I'm gonna pay for it, and I'm gonna take percentage off the top. So. It's kind of some pyramid scheme shit, but I'm not trying to make it shady. I'm just trying to make that money back. That way, I can put it into something else to help the next person. And
it's one of those things like you're gonna give, but you're not just gonna give without being able to
I'm gonna put you to work.
They're gonna do something with that.
Like say if you
let you fuck off your life if I'm gonna give you this money, like what are you gonna do with it?
If you like cooking and shit, then we'll start a restaurant. And then if your restaurant goes under, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? And if you make millions and millions, that's your money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I would just ask that you help pay it forward to the next motherfucker. We just keep doing it like that. And then exponentially, the family going to grow.
And that's good. But the crazy thing is just like we said earlier, we've already talked about this before because we do this. Like, this is what we talk about all the time.
That's why we started.
And so that's why we started this. We just brought this shit back up because we're already doing it anyways. Why not just put a microphone and record the shit?
Yeah.
Hey, you might like it, you might not. But we like it, so shit, I like it.
What did Jay-Z say? Something like, I'm trying to give you $1 million worth of game for $9.99.
Oh, yeah. Who said that?
Jay-Z.
Okay, yeah. I heard that shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the same song that fucking Youngboy remixed, OJ or whatever.
Yeah, the story of OJ.
Yeah.
I don't think we could rap that one.
Man, hey, shout out that song though.
Young,
like the remix
Rich.
and the original, for sure.
Yeah, we can't sing along to that song.
You know what I do want to say? I want to say shout out Unplugged because that fool has not even once tripped on not smoking a cigarette in my crib.
I've been itching.
Nah.
I've been thinking about it.
And so I guess the CBD's been helping, but a shout out.
I don't know, that CBD so damn strong. I need a cigarette to bring me back.
I know, right?
I forgot where we was at again. And the front door is to my back. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But you can see it though, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I'm aware. I'm got spidey senses. I got the headphones on. I can hear everything. I can hear the dog barking outside.
Oh yeah,
I can hear everything.
I can't believe you didn't lock the door.
Yeah, door lock.
Okay. So next on the list,
cigarettes.
I actually right now, if you need to smoke a cigarette, I need to take a piss. So.
Nah, man, you can hold that shit.
Right. For what, the next 3 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know how long we've been going now. Shout out a lot of hoes.
Yeah, shout out, dude.
46 minutes.
So yesterday, like for real, yesterday, for the first time ever, I cooked some pork barbecue ribs. And
where,
so,
like in a grill?
Well, okay, so the way I did it was I started it in a smoker.
Right? What smoker? Where you got a smoker at?
My girl actually has one at her house. And so I did this at her house. So everything I did is at her house. So shout out, girl.
Shout out, girl.
So anyways, started in a smoker. Put it in there for literally 5 hours and had that bitch smoking on 200 degrees. All right. So once I was done with that, I wrapped it in some foil and I put it in the oven and I just put it on low for, it was probably like, it really was probably like 185 degrees, like nothing. And I literally let it cook for about 2 or 3 hours. Then I put it in a crock pot.
Damn.
After
Triple threat.
So when I put it in the crock pot, I literally just put it on low, and I did it for, I think it was 6 hours.
You seasoned that bitch?
Yes, seasoned it.
Marinate.
Dude, marinated it, everything, and so
Brine.
whenever I went to
water?
pull it out of the crock pot, you literally could just grab it with a spoon because it was falling.
Damn.
Dude.
Hell yeah.
So the first
Shout out,
time
dude.
ever, and I just tried what I could do. Plus, I know they say the longer you cook it, like some people do it for 24 hours.
The longer or the more it falls off like that.
And so I just did it forever.
It's like brisket. They cook that bitch all day.
Everybody who ate it said it was good. So
Damn, you had a fucking party. What's up? I like eating too.
Yeah, right. I mean, it was out. It was probably about
Nope, too far.
35, 40 minutes away.
Too far.
Yeah. But yeah, just so yesterday, cooked ribs for the first time.
That is dope. Yeah, I can't cook it all, man. I almost fucked up some noodles today. What I really want to do is like catch a fucking fish, bro, and cook that bitch right there.
Man, I don't go
Shout out
fishing,
fish.
so I can't ever catch a fish because I don't ever go fishing.
I caught a fish like not too long ago.
No shit.
Yeah,
You got
remember what it
poles and all that stuff.
yeah, I bought a pole. I don't know
Okay.
how good it is,
But it's just yours. Like you only have one.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I don't have one.
You can use mine. We would just
Just go out there and just throw
share
that
that
bitch
bitch,
back,
yeah.
right? And just chill. I mean, that's really what it's about. They say is just going out there and chill. Shit.
I've literally been like 6 times I caught one fish. Well, no. Like, I caught a big fucking shark. It was like, not really. That's what it felt like.
A big fucking shark. Okay.
Yo, it
I was
looked-
just all into it too. Like,
it
really? Damn.
Nah, look.
Okay.
It looked like a shark, alright? It was I don't remember what it's called, but it was like this fucking big. And I swear that bitch like, boom, took the damn pole away from me, bro. Like, yeah. I pulled it in. It was dope. I was with Boa. Shout out Boa. Free Boa.
That's what, man.
And there was dolphins out there. Shout out
Boa.
dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I meant to say this earlier, and it's on my paper. If you want to see it, shout out Reese and Carter. I love y'all, man.
Yeah.
So that's real.
Shout out Reese and Carter.
That's real. That's my dogs.
Where Carter get his name from?
Ha! So true story. I don't care who you are. You can actually ask his mom, and his mom hates me, and she will still back this story. I promise you. So when we found out we were pregnant with Carter, and I do say we because we were pregnant, because I had to deal with all that shit. Anyways, we were trying to come up with names, and every name she had didn't like. Every name I had, she didn't like. So we were sitting in my truck, and we were listening to the Carter 3. I don't remember exactly what song. I just remember it was still back when we had CDs, and it was in my CD player in my truck. We were listening to the Carter 3. And she made a crazy wild
Shout out
comment
CDs.
out of nowhere and said, you know what? I wouldn't even care if we called him Carter. And I said, I like that. I'm
Bet.
cool with that. And so my son's name is Carter. So shout out Carter. Shout out the Carter 3.
That's fucking dope.
That's a true story. That really is how my son got named.
Yeah, and because of that, when he told me that story, I was like, now I want a kid named Carter. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Yeah.
And so it just happened. And like I said, shout out baby mama. So, because it was all because of her little, well, I wouldn't even care if we called him Carter. Well, I wouldn't either. And so, okay,
Bet.
we called him Carter.
That's dope.
Yep. So shout out Reese and Carter. Oh, speaking of Reese and Carter, Carter, who goes to school at a different school than Reese, Carter's school is actually having a petition to where they're asking all the parents if they would rather go to a 4-day, 3-weekend school
Yes.
term. So they go to school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, They're off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's what, like, there's a petition going through asking all the parents, would y'all rather, instead of them going 5-2, go 4-3?
Let's do some pros and cons on that. All right, 5 days a week, school. What's the pros?
The pros is more school, more repetition, more experience. The more experience, the better, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And less time to fuck off on the weekends when you're getting. I mean, you know how it was in high school.
Right,
yeah,
for sure. And they're even worse nowadays.
I'm sure.
So, shout out fucking off.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the pros. The cons is you get burnt out.
Yeah.
It's just like school isn't really what you need anyways, because in school, what do they really teach you that you really need to know in the real world? They teach you how to balance a checkbook. Do they teach you how to like be responsible? Do they teach you about paying bills? Do they teach you about this, how to do your taxes?
Yeah, what the fuck is up with that? Why don't y'all teach us some of that shit?
And so, since you don't do that, is it really that important that we know how to speak English and like write it on a piece of paper? Because do we write it on a piece of paper anymore?
Have you seen how I text?
That's what I'm saying. So that's
I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
The pros of,
and I don't know how to write a check. Like, what are checks? Where do you get them?
At the bank.
What money does it use?
It uses the money out of, it's the exact
it's
same
just like
thing
a
as
credit
a debit
card.
It's
like,
the exact same thing as a debit card, except for you're doing it by hand instead of by electronic.
And see, I've never written a check from myself. I've done it like from the company.
The thing is nowadays everybody has the little chip that you can add to your phone, so you can do cards. Yeah. But when you couldn't do that, if me and you met and I didn't have cash, but I had a checkbook, I could write you a check. And it would actually stand for, like, we're good. Then you would go to the bank the next day and cash it and get the money from it.
Shout out checks.
Old school, but shout out checks.
And taxes. The fact that if you don't do your taxes, you're going to get your money taken away from you, your house taken away from you. Yeah. You're going to go to jail.
I mean, they literally
So
will,
if it's that important,
why don't
teach
we
me
know
about it.
Yeah. And so
anyway.
And
like I had one class at one of the schools like I went to, but that school I wasn't there that long, so I don't even know what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I probably would have got taught that shit.
They don't really teach you what you need to know. They just teach you how to learn. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They don't teach you what you need to know because they don't teach you
how to obey.
You don't even know your fucking 10 basic rights as a human being. Like your damn. Like what it says.
Thou shalt not kill.
I'm just that's the that's the 10 commandment. But I'm just saying like the Bill of Rights.
Oh yeah, freedom of speech.
Yeah, like all that stuff. I'm saying is
that's the first one.
And so I'm just saying like you probably don't even know that, even though you might
freedom
have
to bang bang.
learned it. Yeah, you might have learned it one time, but only one time, maybe twice.
Nah, that's
And so
I'm just a bill.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Man,
I don't.
I think cartoons probably before your time.
No, shit. We invented cartoons.
There was a cartoon you watched with like the Bill of Rights was like a man and he's like walking on the steps of Capitol Hill.
I know what you're talking about with that.
Yeah.
But like the cartoons from when I was young are not the cartoons.
Well, this is like a cartoon
now.
you watch in school.
Right. And so it was probably something. Because did you still watch it on VHS? Do you know what that is?
I know what that is. I know I had. You ever seen the movie Mighty Joe Young? I used to have that bitch on. Okay. What? You know what that movie is?
I do know what that shit is.
Yo, shout out Mighty Joe Young.
Mighty Joe Young. Okay.
Hey.
That's funny.
What's crazy is I haven't thought about that movie in years until just that second.
That's all it
took. You said VHS. I said I need some proof. Yeah. That's an old movie.
That's all it took. That's literally all it took. I got JB concert on Saturday. So we've already talked about that.
Hell yeah. Shout out concerts.
You know what? Okay.
Oh, you know what? Shout out concerts. The Carter 6 tour is coming. I think it might have already started. Shout out Lil Wayne. The Carter 6 tour is, all around the U.S. and shit. And I think, is it May 6th?
Is that the Houston? Date? Something like that. May 4th, May 5th, May 6th. One of those dates.
Sometime in May, Lil Wayne is coming to Houston, Texas. Get your tickets now because we are going to fucking be there. He's going to be there.
Hopefully y'all hear this before May 6th.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But the problem is the footage, man. Like,
do that again?
Look, I'm not, not trying to be a dick, but the audio, I did the audio, it was good. The footage from my camera was good. You know what I'm saying? The footage from Cameraman Coda's thing, I thought was bad, but then I realized I didn't get that last clip. So we have another 20 minutes, and then the shit from your camera, we got to figure out how to get the fuck off that camera.
We just need to get Dakota's camera, I think.
Yeah.
Coda
And then our
camera,
microphone
like,
situation was fucked last time, too, because we were the only one with mics, and, you know, loves to talk. So.
J. King.
Yeah, J. King, my bad. I'll bleep that. But, it's so fucking funny. I don't know if y'all are even going to see that video. I hope you do, because this is episode 2. If not, welcome to Unplugged. This is episode 1. But that shit was so funny with J. King, like, going back and forth to his shit.
Dude,
That's why I like the multiple camera angles.
His thing was just so funny because just looking at him, every time I would look at him, like, so we're talking and we look at each other. I look at the camera every once in a while, whatever. But when I look at him, it was just always something different that would throw me off.
Yeah.
One time he'd be throwing gang signs. The next time he's sleeping.
Yeah.
The next time he's rolling
slapping
something.
the shit out of his bag.
The next time he's slapping a bag. Like this fool
Yeah.
just because constantly entertainment. And
Yeah.
so that was the cool thing.
And you're
about
like
that
looking at him, but the camera's on
Yeah.
you, so it's funny. Like, and that's why it's so funny with the different camera angles. Like jumping, like he'll talk and I'll switch the camera to him. You know what I'm saying? And then like, or if he's doing the gang signs, like you're talking, he's throwing up gang signs, and I got that on camera, and it's like it's just funny as fuck.
Okay, so do you think we need to have a camera right now that's just on me and just on you? Or is there any way that since that camera is on both of us right now, you can bleep it to where only you are talking and you see you, and or I'm laughing or talking and you see me, or no?
I mean, you could, but it wouldn't be the best quality. Ideally, what you would want is 3 cameras, like at least, like one for you, one for me, one for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then like have one like right here pointed that way, have one right there pointed this way,
Yeah.
and like right now while I'm talking, it'd be pointed at me, and then like if we're talking together like on some shit, it'll be like out there.
Okay, so since we only have 2 cameras, do you want to do like half of it like this, and then the other half where one's on you and
I
one's
feel
on
like
me?
this is the most important angle,
You think
and then
that-
the fact that that's the most reliable camera.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? Because I can 100% get the footage
Yeah,
off that camera.
Right, that's true. So
You know what I'm
definitely,
saying?
yeah.
So I
Even though we
want
got
at
that
least both.
going, definitely.
Because last time what it was I had video of them, and so like there's like 20 minutes at a time where they're not talking, and so it's like just them just sitting there like
Okay.
looking at us.
Because
and,
it's just us, yeah, okay.
yeah,
And so, I get,
it's
yeah.
so fucking funny though.
The only thing is everything with his and everything with mine was the same thing.
Yeah,
There was a little bit of that where I guess you'd see just me,
yeah.
maybe, and then there might have been of just you, but for the
And there
most
was
part.
other times where they would like grab the cameras and like move them. Like we could have one camera that we move around, or even iPhones. I could put iPhone footage on there.
What's crazy
like-
is if my son, if Reese would have came tonight,
Yeah.
he could have like took some camera and like just done some stuff,
Yeah.
just trying it out. And
Well,
then
say
became
like
the
we do
cameraman.
something. Like say I'm like, fuck you, bitch, you can't do 10 push-ups, and you get up, you do 10 push-ups.
They
That's
could
when
bring
like
it
an
over.
iPhone would come
Yeah.
around and video you doing push-ups. You know what
right.
I'm saying? Like shit like that.
I could do 10 push-ups too. So just
Doubt it.
I ain't trying. I got to pee so bad, bro. It ain't even fun. I gotta
For real, so bad.
Man.
Shit, do 10 push-ups and don't push yourself.
And then I can go pee.
Yeah.
Shit. You gonna grab the camera?
No.
No, I don't think so.
I can grab that one.
Right?
Yeah. It's only 10 push-ups though. It's like it's not
No.
impressive. I hope you can do
So
10
okay,
push-ups.
so shout out 10 push-ups. For real, I'm not even. So this true story. It's so hard for me to sleep at night, bro.
Yeah.
Like really.
You just hear
Like
the
really,
voices.
really hard for me to sleep. And so I'm lucky if I sleep 2, maybe 3 hours at night. And that don't matter if I'm sleeping here or if I'm sleeping at my girl's house. Shout out girl. And so when I can't sleep, what I do is I try to fill up on like snacks
Yeah.
and do a whole bunch of push-ups. So I might
What's
do
the science in
100
that?
push-ups at a night, like
Yeah.
in one full night, not at one time.
What's the
like
science
one
behind the snacks? Why
to
snacks
fill
in
up?
there?
Because when you get full, don't you get tired?
You talking about
I'm talking about like
you know what melatonin is?
That shit don't work for me.
For real?
It really don't.
What you in? Was you in
I,
now?
I don't know, man. I'm on some different level, but like yeah, I don't.
Toofly.
And so yeah, shout out Toofly. And so so shout out Carter. Carter actually told me this. He said, "Dad, whenever you take melatonin, you have to turn the lights off. You can't watch TV, and you have to lay down and close your eyes." He said, "That's the only way it'll work." And I don't ever do that. I take it, and then I'm still doing stuff. And then I'm like, nope, it don't work. And so he
Yeah.
said, nope, you got to take it and literally cut everything off and let it take full effect. And that's how it's going to work.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's
he
I feel
actually
like
told me
I just do shit till I get tired and I go to sleep. I don't have like I'll go to bed at 4 one night and midnight another night. It just depends whenever I get tired.
Yeah.
Like how much shit I did that day.
When I get home, I guess I'm in a routine of like, all right, it's time to calm it down and start getting ready for bed. And
Yeah.
then I go lay there, and then my mind kicks up, and I just start thinking of everything
I be
that
doing
I need to do.
this
or
shit takes
done,
up so much time. So I'm always just smoking CBD and doing this shit.
I don't be doing it like that because I don't have it as much. Like, I only be doing it when I'm with you or somebody else, you know. And so I don't know, and I don't like drinking that much. Like shout out Corona Extra, bro, but I'm just not that big of a like. I've always told people I don't think I could become an alcoholic. I just don't think I could drink that often and that much.
Yeah.
Like 1 or 2 beers maybe when you get home is cool, but maybe after I don't know.
I like some drunk nights, but I'm definitely not,
for sure.
not trying to be
for sure.
drunk every day.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I could be
CBD'd
every day.
It's too much.
Sure.
It's too much for me. Being drunk is just it is. I know it's got to be too much for the people I'm around because this definitely gets too much for me. You know.
For those of you that don't know, we are in Texas, so CBD, Delta 8, Delta 9, and probably some other deltas are the only legal things we have.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's
all
we
what
can
we
do.
have. Yeah.
I mean,
shout out CBD.
Definitely shout out CBD. So,
go ahead, P.
Crazy little fact.
You want to start the next segment after you, P?
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, if you want, we could go after this.
Nah. I got this
all right.
job.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, Toofly.
And we're back.
Yeah.
Back to the list.
So, I thought about this just because all of my, I guess, scientists out there, people that like the stars and the moon and travel to planets. Okay, so they said a star exploded 1.2 million years ago. And we just saw it recently. Because of the distance.
Was it called Beetlejuice?
I don't know. It didn't say. Or at least what
but yeah,
the
the
little
distance
part that I caught.
from
So
the light.
distance from when it exploded or where it exploded to where we saw it was so far that it exploded 1.2 million years ago.
That means it was 1.2 million light years away, which means it took 1.2 million years for the light to hit our eyes for us to see that shit.
And
there's a star called Betelgeuse that's in the Orion constellation that has already blown up, and we haven't seen it yet. So that's why I was saying I wonder if that's the one, because that means the Orion constellation. That means it's missing a fucking piece of his hand.
Yeah,
his right hand.
That's crazy. And so just that was just a shout out science.
Yeah, shout out stars.
Man, crazy.
It is crazy. Gotta find out what we need a Google man. You on that Google man?
Yeah. We do need one. So
yeah.
Do you know the Marauder case that's going on right now? The murder or whatever, isn't the Murdoch?
You brought that up last time, but I don't know.
I really don't know, man. And so girl's watching it, and so she gets mad at me because I don't watch it. So
it's a movie?
No, it's just going on in the news right now.
Like a true crime?
Series?
No, it's in the news.
No, it's real. It's like going on as we speak. It's a murder case. I don't even want to speak on it because I don't know enough about it. Yeah. But if she was here, she would tell you the whole thing, every scenario, everything that's going on.
Well, we got a surprise for you. Bring out girl, please.
Wouldn't that be something, bro? Hey, how the fuck?
Hey. Yeah. Can we get a round of applause?
Right. Shout out, girl. The Washington Commanders, which do you know who that is, right?
Yeah,
the Redskins, but the Commanders. There's actually a controversy going on right now the owner, trying to sell the team, supposedly has a sexual harassment and a financial misconduct suit against him right now.
For who? Like the players? Was he touching the boys?
See, everything I know is so freaking just like
Fuck you writing
general
down,
and
man. You just look up
I
top 10 Google
just saw
searches.
it and I was like, you know what? That sounds cool to talk about, but I don't know shit about it. So,
Yeah.
don't shut up.
Yeah.
You know. Anyways,
Fucking ridiculous. I hate the internet.
right? Hey,
I love the internet.
I know, right?
But
That's what's gonna make it big, but you gotta do something stupid to be able to do something good.
I mean, it's so funny. Like that, just the word, the phrase, the internet is undefeated. That in itself is one, true, and two, funny as fuck. And like super deep if you think about it. Like the internet is undefeated. Like,
it really is.
You know what I'm saying? It really is undefeated. It's so fucking funny. There's nothing better than the fucking, with the people of the internet, shout out people. You know what I'm saying? Like, coming up with different shit. Random memes that are just stupid funny. Who would have thought that, like, we had little small clips of fucking.
Crazy, huh? You ain't talking, huh? No.
I'm looking at the people. We're having a moment.
A moment.
We're having a moment. This is CBD, I promise.
Promise.
Oh, that's why you on your phone and shit. You
No,
better be Googling.
Oh, you even see? Oh, isn't that a rule?
Yep. If you're on your phone, you Googling.
No phone during the podcast. What do we need to Google? I guess the Washington Commanders.
And the murders and
Do you have any quotes or anything like that of the day? Okay, so I thought of that. So I actually wrote down right here. Quotes of the day, one you heard or liked or like I liked or heard or anything.
I mean, that's easy.
Do you remember the okay, go ahead.
The fucking don't fear a man who's practiced one kick 1,000. Don't fear a man who's practiced 1,000 kicks one time. Fear a man who has practiced one kick 1,000 times.
That's definitely good. Yes.
Maybe Bruce Lee.
Okay, so
Maybe Master.
so shout out Bruce Lee. He said, if you want to be like the way to be is to be like water.
Yeah.
Make yourself like water. When you're in the cup, the water fills the cup. When you're
You
in a
become
bowl,
the cup.
yeah, you become the cup. If you're
Yeah.
in a bowl, it becomes the bowl. If you're in a pan, it becomes the whatever, you know. And so,
Yeah.
I like that.
Be
But
shapeless.
do you remember whenever the first time I met you and Boa? Shout out Boa.
Shout out Bo. Free Bo.
I don't know if you actually remember this. You might. I was actually spitting a whole bunch of like stupid little quotes and stuff like that I had just read because I was having a bad day that day. The whole point was that like that's why I was having a bad day. So I went to the bar and I met y'all. And so I had like read a whole bunch of this like motivational stuff. And then when I met y'all and we started talking music, I started talking like trying to be cool and, you know, philosophical or whatever the hell you want to call it. And so I started spitting all these like cool little sayings.
How long ago was that, you think?
Man, I'd honestly say literally probably about a year. Like I think it really and truly was in 2022.
And what's today?
2023. It's about to be March 1st, but I think it's February 28th.
I feel like we met in the summertime. So it's either not quite a year or it's been like 18 months. And it had to be. Let's see.
Why you say summer? So I went to, what did I go to? I went to one of my kids' games of something, and then afterwards, I didn't have them. And something happened, and I was just upset. And so that's why I stopped at the bar just to have a drink and just clear my mind. And I met you and Boa. That's literally how I met y'all.
I think this was 18 months ago.
It possibly could have been that long ago.
Yeah.
Because time flies.
Because I'm thinking about the timeline of what I was doing in life. And yeah, that had to be a while back.
That's crazy.
Because last summer we were going to the creek and shit.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, that was the summertime, bro. It was hot.
I
Shout out
guess.
creeks.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if we could say the name of that creek because But we're not famous, so it's not. I was gonna say like like a famous person wouldn't say the restaurant he goes to all the time.
Right.
But I don't know if all 10 of y'all are gonna show up at the same time.
Yeah, and everybody around here would. Well, I guess they probably go to the creek too, just for
Yeah, for sure.
I do like canoeing. I do like doing that, like just like floating down the river.
I ain't never been
Just in a canoe and stuff. You can go rent a canoe or a kayak or whatever, and just kind of go float down the river.
My homeboy has a kayak,
and so I have a homeboy that lives in Austin, and shout out Stefan. And so up there, he has his own kayak, and all his buddies that live up there that he knows have their own, and that's what they do on Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah.
Right.
So
there's a big old. I don't even know. It's in Austin.
Is it the Guadalupe?
No, they don't go to the Guadalupe. They go to a different
Frio.
one. What is it?
Frio?
I think that might be what it is. Yeah, the Frio. So
That's
they go to
dope.
the Frio and they go float down that. And so I've been up there. I usually go visit him once, maybe twice a year. And when I go up there, if it's the right time, which it usually is, we'll go out, and I'll just have to rent my own and go out there with them, and it's pretty fun.
I don't know if this is true, but it's somewhere like there's some truth in there somewhere. Like it may not be accurate, but the Guadalupe and or neither the Frio, so like and or the Frio or none of this is true. That's natural spring water. Like like they got Barton Springs that you can swim in. I know for a fact that's spring water.
I heard the Guadalupe is that too.
And it is.
I did it one time, and so when I did it, it was so cold.
I was about to say it's fucking cold.
Yes, it was very cold.
It is so fucking cold. But it's like ice bath cold. When you get out, it's like you're reborn.
Yeah.
Like you could do anything.
Yeah.
Like,
and so you're in it, and you're sitting in a tube. And everything that's in the water is frozen. Yeah. And everything out of the water, you're just kind of like but you're drinking and just kind of floating down. And so, I mean, it was the person I did it with. I've only done it once, floating down the Guadalupe. I've only done, and so the person I did it with, it was fun for the time, and it was a really good weekend, and yada yada yada.
Yeah. But it's hard to do shit like that because it's so cold.
Yeah.
You know.
And I'm not into that cold shit like that. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. And, I don't know if we should go into too much detail on that, but it's cold. Fellas, you know what I'm talking
about. Yeah. Right? Shout out, fellas.
Shout out, fellas.
So by doing this podcast, it made me actually start paying attention more to other podcasts.
Yep.
And I don't know if we can say it out loud or like put it on camera or whatever.
Shout out the other podcast?
But but I mean like shout out Theo Vaughn.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Shout out Theo Vaughn. This past weekend, he was on The Sting and the King or King and the Sting.
Something like that.
Theo Vaughn's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Son.
And he's real.
He got 2 Netflix specials.
Dude,
no offense and regular people.
Like I don't know if you okay, so just reference Theo Vaughn. Like my favorite weed is
cocaine.
Okay, and so I'm listening. He's just one of them dudes that when he talks, I relate. You know, obviously Joe Rogan.
He is funny as fuck.
Everybody likes Joe Rogan.
I like Tony Hinchcliffe. And, shout out Brian Redband. I feel like he don't get enough credit, but like damn near all these comedians podcasts, he started that shit.
And so all them.
He was like the first one who knew how to produce a podcast.
So listening to Theo Vaughn.
Shout out Redband.
Shout out. Listening to Theo Vaughn, he said something that he was like, I'm addicted to my emotions. Yeah. Did you hear that?
I'm not sure.
And so he was like...
I'm interested, though.
So, like, being addicted to alcohol or being addicted to cigarettes or something like that, he said he was, like, addicted to the emotion of not being enough or, like, always feeling depressed or sad or, like, something's going wrong. And so when everything's going right, he doesn't feel right. Like, he only feels right when things are going wrong.
Like, when it's going wrong, this is normal.
It's what I know. It has to be. It has to be real. Yeah. You know? And so seeing that and hearing that, I was that's like, sad. Damn, that's so real, though. Like, he's might not be talking in the moment of right now. Yeah. Because I don't know if right now, while he's on the podcast, he's feeling like that. But he has felt like that before. And there's definitely been times in my life when I have felt very low and very just out. And so,
like, he felt like that so frequently that it became normalized.
Yeah, you know, and so it was something that just kind of like, okay, now I'm getting the gist of a podcast as far as there's so many different types and genres and just like music. You know, there's country, there's rap, there's this, there's all kinds. And so the same thing with podcasts now. And so I'm starting to learn more about it because I'm looking more into it. And it's like there is funny, which we had last week.
Yeah, that shit was funny. And then there's like this, like may not be too funny, but it's good conversation.
It's one of them things. It's talking about some real life stuff and some things that a lot of people can relate to and things like that. And it's getting things off our chest. And so,
and it's weird having a conversation like this. Like you never in life, you don't have conversations like this to where it's this fluent. Like you can't really pause too much. I mean, we can do what the fuck we want, but you know, like professionally, they don't want any dead air time. Like You know what I'm saying?
And
but
I think
like
we've only had that
bar,
once because I was on my phone. But
yeah, at a bar, you're just going to like talk here like every once in a while.
This is just so normal for me. Anyways, you know, like...
Not me, bro. I really don't talk that much.
But you do like in your head.
Yeah.
And so I don't talk to any person that much, but I do talk in my head a lot. And so now that I have a microphone, whether you were here or not, I'd probably still have this conversation. I don't know if that's crazy or just fucking real.
You just love yourself. It's good.
As long as I don't answer, right? Isn't that what they say?
I think we should, just because I like rapping and you like rapping, I think we should always have a segment where we rap something at some point.
Okay.
Just because that's what the fuck we do.
And so how do you think we should like get a speaker and turn on some instrumentals, and can we do the instrumentals? Can't we
I
not
think
do
in
that?
an absolute perfect world, we'd have a way that it's playing and the computer is recording it playing. So like it's perfect audio. But I don't know how to do all that. That's another thing. Like I'm editing all these videos. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So like I understand it's not most professional quality, but that's what I was saying at the beginning. For y'all here still watching and being able to see us grow and us get better at doing this shit, like it's only gonna get better. Yeah. So if you fucking with us, you know what I'm saying, keep fucking with us. This is episode number 2. Yeah.
No, and the thing is like you said, he's doing all the editing and things like that right now, and so I want to be more involved, and I need to, and we all do. So anybody else who's supposed to be part of this that isn't right now, we all need to step it up and get a little more involved, because right now like, he's doing everything pretty much.
Yeah, or like in the comments, or hit me up on Instagram or something if you have any tips or anything. Like get in touch with me. I'm pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not an assole to strangers.
We'll take advice. We might not do it. But
yeah, definitely. I might call you stupid, but
but at least
there's no wrong answers. Just be right.
Yeah. And so
that's another thing. I want to label us as, like, I mean, we're artists, but like I like the comedian thing because we do be joking and we say shit. Like, say like earlier you were calling old dude a bitch. Like you ain't really calling him a bitch. Like it wasn't like that. Like we're all friends. So like if I call a viewer a bitch, he don't know me, she don't know me, whatever. So like she might not get it, but like we're just joking, man. Yeah. There's no fucking hatred. Like, and it was so funny. You and J King roasting each other last time. Like, it's just so fucking funny. And it's like if you don't get that as comedy, you're gonna think like these motherfuckers are assholes.
Yeah, and that's the whole point of it.
It's so fucking funny, dude. I was editing this shit and I was literally like cracking up laughing.
The whole point is how can you take it seriously as a recipient of it, right? As seeing it, how can you take it seriously when both of us are freaking laughing our ass off? Yeah. Like you can see him, he's got a big smile. Me, I'm trying to like cover my face because I'm crying. I'm laughing so hard, you know.
That shit was funny.
It definitely was comical. And
who knows if the world even ever seen that video? I'm saying that video could be out there.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Because like we're talking right now. But y'all, we have no idea when you're listening to this.
No.
We have no idea. No. You. Talking to you.
Yeah, shout out you.
Shout out you.
You know. Subscribe. You know, unplug.
Yeah, give yourself
Toofly
a pat on the back. You're going to be great. Just believe in yourself. Whatever you want to do, you can do it, but you got to fucking do it. Don't make excuses like, I can't do it. Like, well, then that's you. Then you're not going to be able to do it.
If you can, you can't, you will. If you can't, you won't. And so which one are you going to tell yourself? Ain't. Yeah, which one are you going to tell yourself?
The haters because they ain't us.
Ooh.
So, eventually I'm going to learn how to do some editing shit where the slide will change and like transition, and it'll like split the screen and then say like new segment, and it'll be us rapping.
Is it, okay, I like that. I really like that.
And another one was like story time with King and Coda. And that's when this camera was flipped and they had the microphones and they was talking. They was telling us a story.
I like that.
And I was like, I was thinking, bring a story every week.
Yeah.
And you have like a little 20, 30-minute segment of just y'all telling a story.
Have you told either one of them that?
I told Coda earlier. We were talking on the phone. Yeah.
That's very cool. I like that because that's definitely something to grab some extra attention and just to be something like kind of throws it. And it gives us a break. Yeah. Right? And so that's cool. Sure.
We get to just chill and like have y'all's little segment, like, cause I'll be paying attention to other people's podcasts too, and like everybody has their own thing, and so I really don't have like written in paper what I want our thing to be, but I think just time will help us. Like we'll get shit in order. Like all you got, like Dave Chappelle said one time, somebody asked him, how do I get into comedy, and he said all you gotta do is start, and then from there don't stop. Yeah. So like, and that's how I was rapping. Like back in the day. I used to, like in high school and shit, I used to freestyle at parties and like rap at parties, and like I'd like it'd be performing to the crowd, and like they fucking, it seemed like at the time they loved it, and then like so I hear some old raps that I made, that shit's trash, shit sucks, you know what I'm saying? And like now I hear shit every time I make a song. Like I write a song, I'm like, this is a hit. I record it, I'm like, it's okay. I listen to it, I'm like, it sucks. We need to make another song. And so like I'm just never satisfied with the song, and so like. That's how it's gonna be with the podcast now, because I know myself. It's like we're just gonna keep getting better and better. So never satisfied.
And I know exactly what you're talking about, and this is how I feel about that. I think, why not take the song that you've done and you thought was a hit, and then you recorded it and you said it wasn't? Why not just stick with that song until it's a hit? Why move on to another song when you've already got the song? You just need to perfect it for something or something or something. Why not just stick with that one? And that's what I'm trying to figure out with myself.
Well, I feel like I don't have that one. I don't have a song that I think I could push to become platinum right now. I think that's why I keep doing more songs, because I'm looking at like practice to make that one song where I sit down. I think I have one song that I could probably perfect, but it's not platinum. But it probably do pretty good.
What song do you think was the song for the people you like?
Prada Slippers, which isn't even out. Like, the world doesn't know about it.
No, I don't mean for you. I mean, like, your rappers that you like. What do you think, like, Jay-Z? What was his song? I mean, Big Pimpin'? With, like, do you think that's UGK? What got him? Do you think that's what, like, made him big, right?
For me or for the world? Like, for his...
The world. For the world.
Fuck no. If anything, Big Pimpin' helped out UGK. Like, well... Nah, UGK was big as fuck in the third coast, and then they had the East Coast and the West Coast. So like everybody knows about East Coast, West Coast, but then the third coast was coming up, and that was because of Pimp C, Bun B, DJ Screw, SPM. I could go on DJ Hog. I could literally, you know what I'm saying, Wreck Shop Records, Swisher House. Right. You going forever? Yeah. Shout out SUC. But Paul Wall, you know what I'm saying, Lil Kiki, Slim Thug. I could literally do this all day. I don't want to, but so yeah, Big Mo. You know what I'm saying.
We'll just keep going through the podcast.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep fucking going to it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, so because I'm from here now. But like, say Pimp C, UGK, and SUC, all them people I just named, they had the third coast on lock, and like that was what we were bumping. I wasn't around then, but I'm here now. Yeah. But that's what we were bumping, and. So the West Coast had their music, East Coast had their music, and then Jay-Z and UGK linked, and then that was putting the third, that was like a verification for Third Coast. That was like, we see y'all. Y'all are just as good as us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I see your culture. Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, and Jay-Z is like, bro, it's motherfucking Jay-Z, bro. Yeah. He's a god in the rap game.
He just,
You know what I'm saying? And that song is crazy. Jay-Z and Beyonce was at Pimp's funeral. That's that crazy?
How real. Yeah, ain't that how real? Yeah, you gotta be.
You think Jay-Z's gonna be at your funeral? Huh? You know what I'm saying?
Like, Jay-Z don't know who I am.
That's crazy. Beyonce's from Houston, bro.
That's crazy.
What? We got UGK. Here's another one. Where we're at, Port Arthur, Texas. Check this out. Pimp C, Bun B, Janis Joplin, ZZ Top, Jamal Charles.
Oh yeah.
Earl Thomas III is from Orange, but that's fucking 15 minutes down the road.
Right.
Steven Jackson. Who else? Fucking Sergeant Lucian Adams.
Are we just like, what are we talking about? I mean, we can even do people. Brian Sanchez.
There's some other baseball
Yeah,
players. Yeah.
baseball pitcher. You know. K-Mac.
Yeah.
I can't remember what his.
Who's the dude that just Kenny Lofton? Kenny Lofton Jr. He's like a 17 or 18-year-old, something like that. Just like went pro, or maybe he's 20. I don't know. But who's the other guy? I think he's from Beaumont. You know what I'm talking about? Dude putting on the basketball league right now.
Well, they had Kendrick Perkins. He so when I was a freshman, he was a senior.
Yeah.
And so I actually got to see him play against my school. And I don't know if we can say that, but anyways, he was literally throwing freaking alley-oops to himself, like off the backboard. He would just throw it off the backboard and like do a dunk, and nobody
high school.
High school.
Yeah, that's the type of people that come from where the fuck we're from.
And so when you saw him, you knew he was going pro.
Yeah,
it was.
And it's like, shout out our city. Like, I love this place. The whole 409, Beaumont, Orange, fucking Hampshire, and everything in between. Like,
there's definitely.
It is so dirty, and you have to survive out here. Like, but it builds you. If you survive, you become great. And so, like, I love that fact, but it's like I want to make it easier. I want to, like, get an influence and get, a monetary value behind my name, and then use that to help the city. But at the same time, it's the city being so dirty that makes everybody so fucking great right here. ZZ Top, Janis Joplin. Janis fucking Joplin. I know you know Janis Joplin. She's from our city. Her house has a fucking plaque outside of it that says Janis Joplin fucking lived here. This is a story about her life.
Right. But I mean, you still, like, the struggle is definitely what builds people. But do you want people to struggle? Like, is a life, like, is being great better than living good?
I think people need to understand struggle, not necessarily need to live in struggle.
Struggle is different. In struggle could, so you don't need to struggle in money. You don't need to struggle financially, but you're still going to struggle emotionally, or you're going to struggle socially, or you're going to struggle.
Something's going to bother you, and you need to not use that as a crutch and find a way to get over it. And then whatever that is your destiny. That's what you're supposed to become. Like, say, like, I mean, what's a good example?
So what's your destiny? Like, if your destiny is something, why would you not go for it?
I mean, that's what I'm going for. I think my foot in the door is rap, but that's not who I am. I'm not a rapper. I'm trying to be on some Jay-Z shit. Like, change the world, starting with the power of music. Using my knowledge of hustling, putting it into the music game, and treating music like a drug.
What are you trying to change? Like, what? So you say you're trying to change the world like Jay-Z. Well, what do you want to be known for the change of?
Well, to start small, I want to change my family's, people that I consider my family's lives. Okay. And then from there, and that's going to be a select amount of people that, like, have my blood or have, something deeper than that, and, like, people that really care about me and I care about them, and right. I want to change their lives. And then I want to start with my city and seeing what I can do differently here, like help build neighborhoods with, like, cheap housing. It doesn't have to be no crazy house, but, you can get shit done and then create some jobs, different restaurants or whatever, like, just shit like that. Get the port, going, get downtown going again, help with the flooding. I think that'd be a real help to PA. Everything fucking floods.
In a lot of places.
So even if you have a badass fucking house out here, that bitch is gonna be underwater in a year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A hurricane every fucking year gonna put you underwater. Like,
so everything you're talking about that you're wanting to do, what is that? What does it boil down to?
What do you mean?
Money.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
Okay.
And influence.
Okay, and so do you think money over influence or influence over money? Because if you have influence, can't you get the money?
Even if you have money, you can get the influence.
But, yeah, right. Well, okay.
And if you have money, you don't need the influence. But if you have the influence, it's better. So say you could be working at 70% efficiency with money.
But do you think having the money will get you the influence? I guess eventually.
Yeah, for sure. It'd be like, either one, don't fuck with that guy because he has the money that either you
He'll
need and
crush
could
your
use,
yeah,
or he'll
he
get
can
your ass.
Yeah.
Or it could be like, let's go get that money from him.
Yeah, right.
And I know how, you know
So,
how.
and you
my
never
first
want to
thought.
be and you never want to be that guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get that fucking
Yeah,
money.
right.
Cause I'm a go, get it.
And so that's why I always act broke, because I have nothing. So,
Bro, let's wrap something.
all right.
Welcome to the new segment of the show.
Back at it for you.
What should we call this? What's a rap segment?
So it's gonna be like, okay, so what were you gonna call J. King and cameraman Coda shit?
Story time.
Story time. Okay. So then this will be rap time. Like, are you gonna follow the same thing?
Yeah, we can do that. Rap time. Plugged
or
in.
like nap time, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
rap time.
Unplugged.
Maybe we could like sit here in some fucking like pajamas.
Nap time.
Nap time and like be like, you know, I don't know.
Have
just,
5 minutes of just snoring.
and we just show up in something else, you know. So we
I
get a
know,
beat, we just acapella, like how we doing that? You just gonna put something on the phone?
One. Time for a blunt time.
Ooh.
That's what easy.
One time for a blunt time. Ooh, I like
Shit.
that.
I just go get it. Ain't a thing in this world I be worried about. Never been no fear in my heart. Don't nobody want to play broad day. We can head out. There go. One time. I won't ever fall back on the front line. I done seen a flat line at about 9 by 17 about 5 times. At the mount line falling out over the money. Real talk. You got it and I want it. I go get it. Hell no. No way you can make it out of my city. Top dog. Trap jumping off the hinges. If I had to do it all again, I'd still be getting busy. That's the business. Got a problem, we banging it out. I'm thinking about burning down, let it rain. No matter what you claiming, I say from PA, you can see it in my face. I go get it either way. When I made a whole name, maintain. But the gang coming up short when it's payday. House going up in flames on the same day with a AK. Free all of my ops so I can get on myself. Now they dying, the two's lying, the two slide with the guys on the crew, do the right and the due time. Might not like what you find when the wolves see sheep one deep in the moonlight. Glock, my jeans pop, got a piece by, and it means I promise I go get it. You know what I'm saying? That was when we did this Saturday, and the crowd loved it, but I guess the judges didn't. Fuck them. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Right?
Fuck. Long live Pat. Free ball.
Free ball.
Yeah.
Definitely need a free ball.
Now I gotta piss.
Man, you gonna take a band? Oh shit.
No. I'm peeing that bottle.
You better not.
Ain't a thing in this world I be worried about.
Keep rapping. It's rap time.
Shit. Down and pulled out, we still riding dirty. Yeah, I was raised by the pimp.
You know?
Hey, hold on, I got something in my back of my shirt. Hold up. Can they see my shirt?
Yes, sir.
Hey, yeah, I was raised by the pimp. Still getting money, ain't tricking no bitches. I spoil my girl, but never been a simp.
Nope.
Rocks out the corner. Lucas joined a switching 3-pointers. Disappointed when I'm putting up 40 stacks. But they don't even know me though. Cocaine insane, I can slang it through baggage. Bentley Musain while I'm swinging through traffic. Don't play by my name, you gon' end up possession. The locals, they talking that voodoo. I'm blooded like boo-boo, they claiming I'm addict. She calling me daddy, you don't want no static. Who thought that I'd make it all rapping? From hobo to Soho to drip out with fashion. Okay, now I'm bragging out. Who said it? I'm passive. Hey, you need to relax. Yeah, F all that COVID shit come for your life, so I said F all that. I didn't know how. I meant to bleep out COVID shit. Fuck, we said it anyway. Fuck all that COVID shit came for your life, so I took off the mask. I'm about to relapse. The purple is drowning my liver. Hey, did you get the picture? I'll drown you down in the river. Only the trillest can come from my city. Only the realest is riding it with me, and I'm only fucking if she got that Iggy since she love the 6'9", I'm calling the 50. Round after round, make me shoot till it's empty. Bad by the pound of shit, always too risky, too loaded, too tipsy. These drugs got me trippy, still trying to shoot at me, but they keep on missing. Huh? My beard. Plenty girls in the studio, get a pack, flip back, ziplock, gas, brick, salt. Send it to Julio, pass shit, talk, chin, check, bitch, check, make cash, shout out your funeral. You won't be viewable, lit like a musical. Fuck the other side of music. Fuck the other side of feeling is mutual. Poetic and beautiful. Touching the sky, pull up and try, you gon' see that I do the most. All red like rubies, your mama groupie, she'll be back by Tuesday. Light up a doobie, man, shout out to Tucci, get back to producing like my life a movie, for real. For real.
Man.
Yeah.
Shout out Young Plug.
Yes, sir. You want another beer?
Yeah, I'll take one.
Yes, sir. Oh, then you took a shot
There's only two.
in the fireball?
We haven't. We actually I didn't. It's been sitting right here.
Damn.
We can do that real quick.
I don't even know if I want to. That's just scary. Right. Fireball ain't that bad. Like, it definitely gives you some acid reflux, but as far as, like if you take a tequila shot and that bitch hits you in the fucking face.
Tequila, no shit.
Yeah, that tastes like some Red Hots.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Yeah. Red Hots or
Tamales.
Tamales, a little peppermint. Shit.
Hell no.
No?
Can't do peppermints.
You know.
Hate peppermints.
You know, so my mom always did. I don't know if you can hear me. You can hear me, huh? You still can hear me even if I had it down there?
I don't know. Because I can hear you because you sit next to me, so it's hard to tell.
Okay. So, my mom actually would always eat candy corn. You like candy corn? You know what those are?
There's all kinds of corn. Yeah.
Little candy. Okay.
I don't even know what that shit tastes like. I've had it before,
I don't like them, but I love Tootsie Rolls. So when I was young,
yeah, I fuck with some Tootsie Rolls.
So when I was young, me and my mom, like for certain times that she would go to the store or whatever, she would buy her some candy corn and me some Tootsie Rolls, and then when she got home, we'd sit and watch a movie or something, and we'd eat. You know, I'd eat mine and she'd eat hers or whatever, and that's just something I remember.
And we're back. Fucking camera battery died on us, but we're back for a little bit more. Hey, let us know what we should be doing. Like, we doing the podcast too long? Should we do it even fucking longer? Because I think the first episode, if everything went well, which right now we have no idea if it did, but what we did was episode 1, part 1,
right, and
part 2, and this is episode 2. And then, you know, really, I was thinking tomorrow we could still link up with them if they want to link up. We could just shoot another podcast, and that'll be episode 3.
I'm definitely down for that. And so, obviously, I mean, additionally, which one, like, what do you like more? So the first podcast that we did was a little more funny, comedy wise. This one is maybe a little more informational and just a little more personal.
Yeah.
And so, which one do you like more? Do you think one, kind of struck you better than the other, or how do you feel about that?
Yeah. What are we doing right? What are we doing wrong? Is there anything that annoys you? Is there anything you want us to do more? I know the quality of like our video and our audio isn't the best, but like I said, it's gonna get better. But as far as entertainment value and the reason why you're here, let us know in the comments and shit, so we can be better.
We're here for us, but we're here for you.
Yeah,
that's why we're recording it.
And the only way we're gonna be better is if you give us a chance to be better. So, this is episode 2. So, episode 500 is gonna be way different than this.
Definitely.
So, I appreciate you if you were there and here.
Amen. So, back at it. Shout out to just everybody trying to be better than they are. Just going through the struggle, going through the hustle, and trying to be something that they know they have the potential to be, but they just aren't yet. Because I feel like I'm there a lot.
Yeah, like anybody chasing their dreams and shit, like this shit really can happen. It really can be real. You just have to put the time in.
Definitely.
And the day you give up is the day that it will for sure not happen. So,
yeah. You
never know where life's going to take you. Just keep pushing.
And I'm okay. It's funny you say that because that actually brought to mind a story. When I was 18, I actually moved to Houston, Texas. Shout out Houston, Texas.
That was when Houston was just grassland.
Yeah, good. Funny. Anyways, so I moved out there with a girlfriend of mine. And, shit, I just went totally blank. Ain't that some shit?
Ladies and gentlemen, CBD has entered the chat.
No.
You just migrated here from Norway.
No, fucking some Viking type shit or whatever, right?
Got to Houston with some girl. Shout out some girl.
Shout out some girl. What's funny is I totally fucking lost. Like, we're gonna have to.
I mean, what the fuck are you talking about? You moved to Houston. We're talking about. I said you can chase your dreams. You can You know, believe in yourself. You know, man, that early onset dementia.
It still don't ring them. I think we went back to comedy type shit. Fuck, man, that was crazy. All right.
What the fuck? We have no idea what could have happened.
That's not technical difficulties. That's fucking mental difficulties.
Hey, in another universe, the other,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? We got
shit
that
actually
conversation now. You ever think about that? Like, say you go left in another universe, you went right. Like, say, like, I got kicked out of high school, you know,
That's the whole point.
And, like, that's like, you know, so what if in another universe I didn't get kicked out of high school? What if I went pro or something? Or say then got kicked out of another high school and then I got kicked out of college. Like, what if none of that ever happened? Obviously people think about what if, but, like, really, what if there's another world out there where, like, that shit did, like, it was different.
That's the concept of multi-universe.
Yeah, multiverse.
And so, like, anywhere where you made a major decision in your life that could have went this way or could have went that way or could have been, and it really could have defined who you were positively or negatively.
Like, I should have known she was a dude.
Yeah. I hope we're not there.
They say yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. That's a little more relevant.
I'm just kidding. I hope that doesn't offend anybody. I'm just fucking around.
Yeah. Shout out he, she's.
You know the fucking world's so sensitive now.
The world we live in today.
That's funny as fuck though. To think
But
about it.
It's funny you say that because
her name was Mark.
Well, shout out Mark. Toofly back with Unplugged on Unplugged.
Yup.
Y'all motherfuckers better.
Straight out of Port Arthur,
Get
Texas. Google Port Arthur, Texas. Tell me what you see.
I mean, and if not, tell us where you from. You know,
Yeah,
because
straight up. Where the fuck are you from?
Yeah, we rep PA and we also rep other things too. You know,
Yeah,
we'll definitely hold it down.
I want to learn different cultures, like different languages. I want to learn all that shit.
Yeah.
You know, all I really know is Texas. I've lived other places, but you know, the world's pretty fucking big.
So I'm gonna say I know Texas because obviously that's where I'm from. That's what I've like grown up. That's the culture I know. But my dad is actually from Oklahoma, and so when I say from Oklahoma, I mean born in Oklahoma. I mean went to school in Oklahoma. I mean graduated in Oklahoma. I mean his family's in Oklahoma. Like he's from Oklahoma. So every Christmas we would drive to Oklahoma. Which was about a 9-10 hour trip. Shout out Oklahoma. And we would go up there and it would snow. So I've actually seen a lot of snow. If you're from Texas, especially Southeast Texas, you probably haven't seen a lot of snow.
I think I've seen snow in Texas 3 times.
And so I've seen snow in my life literally almost every year I've been alive. Just because everywhere we would go in Oklahoma to see my family, it would snow because we would go for Christmas. Yeah. And so I know a little bit of that culture just because I've been there and been around people that I like, you know, that I loved and that I like and that I, you know, looked up to, which I'm going to tell you a sidebar on that. But like, so I would pay attention. So when me and you talk and you were going to go up to the Coke machine or whatever, and you were going to get me a drink, you would be like, hey man, you want a Coke?
Oh, what, they say pop?
And so they say, no, they say actually soda pop. So instead of, hey man, you want a Coke? They'd be like, hey, you want a soda pop? Okay, well, what do you want?
Down here, everything's Coke.
Yeah.
Coke is just soda.
So that's just an example.
A lot of times you say Coke, they'll bring you Pepsi.
And
I hate that. Like, all we have is Pepsi. Bitch, then bring me some fucking Pepsi.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And so, shout out Pepsi.
Can I get a rum and
Shout
Coke?
out Cherry Pepsi.
I don't give a fuck. I really don't even drink soda like that unless I'm drinking liquor. So, like, shout out rum. Shout out Bumbu, a bottle right there. That shit.
So, what else do you drink? Yeah, that's actually yours.
Corona, Modelo, Bumbu, and then well rum at the bar. Fucking $2.50 drinks.
I just always drink Corona.
Yeah.
It's just the thing. It's just always. And they're both cool as hell. But like they're both cool to be with, cool to chill with, cool to like.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't know how much I could. I don't know how much I could say because you know they're running a business, but they are cool as hell. We get away with a lot.
Yep.
You know, and it's relaxing to be comfortable out in public. especially in fucking Port Arthur.
Definitely.
You know, we're good.
That is one. Like, to be honest, after this podcast, we might even head up out there just to go see if they're there.
I forgot about that. Yeah, we going out there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, when's the game?
So you have to have your money turned in by Thursday. So if you have $21 on a Cash App, you need to accept that fucking thing for GroupMe.
Can I just give you cash right now? Can you do Cash App?
I don't have Cash App. I'm so old school. I don't know. No. I will tell him that you'll just pay him Sunday if you promise you'll give him $21 on Sunday.
I mean, for shit like that, like,
and that's it. Just a one-time fee of $21, and you'll be in. The only thing that's going to be different is we have jerseys. You're not going to have a jersey.
It's like
so
that.
if you want a jersey,
what the fuck I'm paying for?
No, $20 more dollars. Because we paid $20 for a jersey and $20 last season for to play and for a jersey. So this is the second season with this team.
So why am I paying to play now? What's it pay for?
Just for the season. You're going to pay for the whole season. So you're
Who
going to
gets the money?
It's $250 a team. So every team, the people that run it, because they have to pay for the field, and they it's just, I mean, aren't you? If you're putting something on, aren't you going to want to make a little money and see how it goes?
Bet.
So $21. If you want a jersey, $20 more. If not, wear a gray or a red shirt, because we're half gray on the top, half red on the bottom. Or maybe vice versa. Half gray on the bottom and half red on the top.
You wearing your fucking uniform right now? Well, you ready?
This is softball. So dirt bags, because
dirt bags.
A bag is in the dirt, like a
first
base,
wow, is that why?
A first base, second base, third base.
Yeah, I got it when you said it.
Okay,
Yeah.
So that's what this is, dirt bag. So this is actually a travel team that we went to Arkansas, and we played in the Watermelon Bowl. This is true story. So
shout out Watermelon.
Yeah, shout out Watermelon and Watermelon Bowl. So we go up there and play. It was in Hope, Arkansas, and Hope, Arkansas is a dry county.
Like no smoking or no fire.
No alcohol.
Oh.
So you could not buy alcohol when you got there. So we would have a hotel there because you're playing Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? You're guaranteed Friday, Saturday. If you place good, you'll play Sunday. We always had a pretty good team, and so we would play Friday, Saturday. We usually lose the first game Sunday. I played in it 3 years or 3 seasons or whatever you want to call it, and we lost the exact first game Sunday.
Are you still doing that? I'll do that shit too.
No, I'm not.
Softball sounds fun.
Yeah, no, it is so fun. It really is so fun.
I want to take some edibles like CBD and go to the batting cages or something. And
bro, the only batting cages that are around here are at fucking Ford Park.
Yeah,
that's it.
I did that with somebody one time. We went and got
They used to have
together.
them everywhere. They used to have them on College Street. They used to have
remember
them in
Sports Connection?
City. Yeah. They used to have them in Nederland. They used to have them everywhere.
Sports Connection?
Sports Connections was the shit. We used to even go to freaking Halloween.
Yeah.
You'd go to the freaking haunted hotel at the Sports Connections. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking Jason chasing you. They had a Phaser Zone. Do you remember Phaser Zone? It's like paintball with rubber balls.
So that was actually Craig Root. So shout out Craig Root, which Craig Root was the son of the person who owned it. So Craig Root's dad owned Sports Connection, and I went to school with Craig Root, played baseball with Craig Root. I don't know if you're going to see this ever or not, but shout out Craig Root because
shout out Craig Root.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out Sports Connection.
That was Sports Connections.
They had go kart. They had this paintball shit called Phaser Zone.
Yep. They had
little ducks.
Yeah, when you go in the water and you just go around. Yep.
They had
like
a party place, like a rec center type deal.
Yep. They had the batting cages.
Cages. Yep. Oh my god, bro! The fucking batting cages were the shit. It was like a big pyramid net, and
there was a whole bunch of them too. There was literally 7 or 8 different batting cages.
8 people just ding ding the whole time.
Yep.
Man, that was the shit.
Those were the days. They don't have that shit no more.
They don't have that shit.
That's crazy.
Damn! Shout out Sports Connection.
Does that make you feel old?
A little bit. A couple things lately have been kind of making me feel old.
I don't know if I should say it, but I don't know how this is, but it makes me feel old. I have a son that's 15 and a son that's 13.
Yeah, that's crazy. You are old as fuck.
That is, damn.
I'm just fucking.
Well, I wasn't sure about wearing the gray because the gray brings out the gray, right?
Look, pause. I think the gray's sexy. I think bitches will agree with me. Like, I mean, and well, as far as for me to like, you know, in my eyes, I always wanted to grow a beard. I never thought about gray. I mean, I want like gray hair when I'm like, you know, getting older or whatever.
But
like,
do you think it makes me look older than I am? Like, okay, let's take
I
a
don't
poll.
even know.
And so I'm going to say this next time if I remember. I'm going to write it down right now. How old do you think I am? All right? With the gray beard, I've never told you how old I am. How old do you think I am? I'm not going to tell you until next podcast. We're going to take a poll. Like,
Yeah, I know how old you are, and I'm gonna try and think in my head how old I would think you would be. And see, I know quite a few people that are your age, so
right?
I mean, but say, you know, Jay King and dude we were talking about earlier is not that far from you either.
Right. I'm definitely the oldest, though, which is not a bad thing. Sometimes I can be the most wise. Sometimes I can just be the one that.
I wish we had like an old motherfucker with us.
Yeah.
Like
Like
60-year-old,
yeah,
just like
somebody who
just
been
give
there,
us some
done that.
game.
Yeah.
Because I wish I had grandparents so I could like ask them like, you know, like you've probably seen it.
All my grandparents are gone. Like
Mine too.
Both my grandpas and both my grandmas.
Yeah, mine too.
And so I have.
I had the best
both
grandparents.
my parents are still alive and they're still together. Shout out my parents.
Yeah, shout out my parents too. Fucking love y'all.
I have 3 brothers. Shout out 3 brothers.
Yep, I got siblings too. Shout out y'all.
But shout out Reese and Carter, man. We already said that again. Shout out Reese and Carter. That's my life. So anything that I get goes to them. And that sucks because it's like the song that I said that I made. You know, never show love. Love will get you killed.
Yeah, love will get you killed.
But I love that. Like if you mess with them kids, I will see red. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know that yet, which I'm sure you can understand that in a sense, but not to the sense that I can understand that because I actually live that.
Yeah.
You go to sleep at night just saying, okay, yes, if. I go to sleep at night saying, yes. Like
yeah, for sure. Like
know?
I can assume, but I don't have that firsthand experience to actually.
And I guarantee you, I don't care who you are watching this, and I can't fathom this because I know there are people out there that really don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But I can't fathom like you having a mini you and not caring about it.
Yeah.
Not wanting not wanting he or she, not wanting he or she to be better than what you were. Yeah. And not have to go through the mistakes and the bullshit that you did because some of the bullshit mistakes you went through were so minor and bullshit that you just weren't paying attention. And if somebody would have guided you a little better, it might have been a little simpler and easier for you to live through, right? And now you feel like the responsible one. Because if you don't, who else was the one that was supposed to teach them? You.
Yeah.
And so
guidance is a big thing in people's lives. Like people have to figure it out themselves, and when that you can still figure it out, but it might take a little longer.
And
but
definitely,
if you have that guidance,
I mean, it's definitely you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Yeah. Type of like I said quotes, shit like that. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So you got to drink the water that I lead you to. If we're leading you somewhere, by anything we say, it's still action that you have to take it. You have to do it. And so that's the thing that's going on with my kids is trying to lead them and trying to be there for them in ways that I missed. That was actually good. And so giving them the knowledge that I didn't have when I was young, right? That hopefully, but the thing is the knowledge when I was young doesn't necessarily go with the times right now. Does that make sense too?
I mean, is it because of phones and social media and
technology, shit? For sure. Like when I was young, okay, I heard a quote, or it wasn't a quote necessarily, but I think it was actually Kanye West. So shout out Kanye. Said that when I was young, my parents, only had an opportunity to cheat with the people they worked with, the people they went to, like sports events with, like my son and your son plays at the same event or something like that. That's the only people that they had to cheat with. Nowadays,
You just Google who can I fuck tonight.
you could buy prostitutes. I mean, it's endless. It is endless. You literally can't put a cap on it. It is freaking skyrocket. And so when I was young, to what my parents had, to what nowadays you have the opportunity to do, it's not even a fair fight.
Even rules have like they're still, well, maybe not the same, but they've definitely like merged, like modernized. Like say, instead of opening a girl's door now, it's more like text her first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the rules kind of still apply, but it's like just different. Like everything is like online.
Exactly, online. Okay, so back in my day, when you wanted to actually be with somebody, you had to be with somebody in person. Yeah. I gotta impress you in person. Nowadays, I gotta say something online that really catches your attention while 100 other dudes are texting you at the same exact time, and I gotta be special. And you know what's crazy? You want to know some crazy shit? Some crazy shit, and this is crazy to me. That's why I'm saying it's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. The girl I'm with, shout out girl, I met online. And I don't even freaking believe in that shit. But I really like old girl, and I met her online. Shit. So I guess it is the new way and new age and new thing to do. But in my, let's say that, in my day, no. You had to actually impress them in person.
I've only felt real love from one person, and I met her in high school, like in person.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I remember, so one of the girls, it was in 8th grade. I remember it. It was in 8th grade. I was like maybe top 5, maybe top 3 coolest guys in 8th grade.
Maybe.
Right? Maybe. But I mean, it was definitely top 5, maybe top 3. But it depends on who you were to say if I was 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
Whatever. This girl was definitely top 1. Like, she was number 1. She was, and I'm just going to say, shout out girl in 8th grade. I'm not even going to give her name. But I know her name. Anyways. I really liked her. Everybody really liked her. And she liked me and this other guy. Shout out dude. And I remember buying her a mood ring. Remember that? Do you know what that is? It's like you wear it in whatever mood
change
you
the
feel.
colors.
Like, yeah, it changes colors. And that's how I want her.
Get that shit at like Earthbound.
He got her, I can't remember what he got her. He got her something. And I got her a mood ring. And at that time, when I was in 8th grade, mood rings were the shit. Like, if you were somebody, you had a mood ring. And she didn't have one, I got her a mood ring. She chose me.
But that's how y'all did it back then, right? Like y'all meet in the field, y'all both pull up on horses and exchange gifts.
Exactly.
And then the father gives away the bride.
Yeah, right. You had to have the whole family involved.
Yeah.
And because they lived together in a teepee.
Yeah.
No. But yes, it was
Don't you think that's weird though? Like both of y'all had to buy her a present. And I know it's like 8th grade. Like 8th grade relationships are fucking dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my girlfriend, but like that's not.
You want to hear some dumb shit? Okay. So same girl.
Yeah.
Probably 2 weeks later, we're at a party. All right.
In 8th grade?
8th grade.
Woo.
We're at a party.
Going hard.
Damn. Okay, never mind. So we're at a party, and she's there. Everybody's there. All right. If you're somebody who's trying to be somebody, or you're somebody who is somebody, you're at this party. I promise. All right. So me and my homeboy Travis. All right. Shout out Travis. And so we're there. We get there together. It's a big party. This, and this. So I'm going to the restroom. Didn't know this, but the girl that I like, the girl that I bought the mood ring for, is coming out of the bathroom. So when I'm coming into the bathroom, she's coming out. She stops me. We talk or whatever. She kisses me on the cheek.
Oh, shit.
Dude. It was the first time some girl's lips touched me. Yeah. Like that. And this girl was the girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so
She was
I
number one
freaked
coolest.
out. I'm in the restroom. It just so happens when I'm coming out of the restroom, my buddy Travis is coming in the restroom. So I go back in the restroom with him. I'm like, dog, I got to tell you something. She just kissed me. He said, what? He was like, yes, she just kissed me. Are you serious? She just kissed you? Where at? And I said, on the cheek.
Right there, but you see the lipstick.
So anyways, it was just one of them things, man. Like 8th grade was some crazy, like,
The first
that was
time a
what
girl
I
lips
was
touched
freaking
you.
out about in 8th grade. All right?
Yeah.
What do you think the kids nowadays are freaking out about in 8th grade?
I don't
They're
know.
having
You got the new
sex in 8th
iPhone?
grade. I guarantee you they're having sex in 8th grade. I guarantee you most 8th graders are having sex.
I mean,
And I was freaking out.
I was having probably.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Speak it. First time
I'd
I
have to
ever
think
had
about
sex was in 9th grade. Right?
Yeah.
So I guarantee you nowadays 8th grade. But when I was in 8th grade, I was so immature to what shit was, because the first time I saw a porno,
Yeah.
really and truly, on a VHS.
Damn.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna tell you this story just because this is gonna be a good story. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a good
I
story.
had Google,
So,
but you had to wait for it to load.
okay. So, TV in my room. All right, had a VCR right next to it that was hooked up to it. I had the remote to it. So, my parents would come in and check on me from time to time. Well, whenever I wanted to watch a porno, you'd have to put it in the VCR. You have to turn it on, and it would play on the TV. And so when they'd walk in, I'd be watching a porno. I'd have to fucking click over to the fucking TV real quick, which was not easy back then. Because you'd have to stop that shit, click over to another thing. And so then I'd have to act like that motherfucker was fucked up and it was messed up and it wasn't working and something was wrong with the TV and we need to get it checked. And
were you just watching it? Like, was it like a movie that you just watched the whole thing for?
Yes. It was not like straight sex.
Yeah.
It was actually like a storyline.
That's interesting.
And so
You still got them hoes?
I have 2 of them.
You got a VHS thing? A player?
Sure. No, I don't have that. But I have the VHSs.
Well, then we got to figure something out then.
Yeah, we just need to get the VHS
You gonna
machine.
borrow them hoes?
But I do. I really do have 2 of them
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
that'd be kind of dope. Because I never got the magazine thing just because I grew up with Google.
And it's kind of like that in a movie, I guess it's a visual thing.
I don't think I've ever like looked at a nudie mag.
So out of it might be 2.5 hours, and out of the 2.5 hours,
oh my god,
it might be 2.5 hours, but out of the
my
2.5 hours, there might only be an hour and a half of sex.
is it good acting, bad acting? I'm kind of interested in both. It's like bad acting would be kind of funny.
You're just horny, so so it's all good, bro.
Everything you say is good
all
with me.
good. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real.
Yeah.
And so that's just what it is.
Hey, that's kind of like dope to think about though. Like, what about like an actual movie, like a real legit movie, but then like there's fucking porn in it. You know what I'm saying? Like.
I don't know why we're not there yet anyway. Like already.
I guess because you just
kids
can't
are on
sell
their
that.
phone. Do
Yeah.
you not think they're watching porn?
I know. I literally had a phone that was I had like a touchscreen phone that was like just a Cricket. You know what Cricket is?
Yeah, I know.
I had one of them, and I had to literally like Google like a porn. First porn that comes up, you gotta click on that. Doesn't matter what it is. There's no.
Right, 'cause that's the best.
There's no like what's it called, bandwidth to even search shit. And so like you click on it and then you load that bitch like all day. I like literally click on it and then press pause and then go start my day. You know what I'm saying? And then come back later and then like I have 20 minutes of it or something and I gotta just do what I can do in 20 minutes.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I remember certain TV channels late at night were crazy. Like movies would come on like The Hills Have Thighs. You know, just like weird rip-offs of
those were
pornos.
okay,
But they weren't like porn. Like you ain't seen no pussy, you ain't seen no dick.
Yeah, no, and
You know
I remember. So when I was young, I remember watching, and it was usually around 1 a.m. And you would see it, and you could definitely see that the dude only pulled down to like right here.
Yeah.
And he did not pull his shit out. He would just pull it down enough to where it looked like he had
mid-thigh.
a big bush, right? And then he would be up next to her, and she'd be naked.
Yeah.
He wouldn't.
Like you would see her tits, but you don't see like nothing now.
Yeah, and so that was like the best that you got.
There was another one like, do you remember that movie was it called like Cloverdale or something, or Cloverfield, where it was like a first-person camera and there's like a monster going through the street.
Cloverfield.
There was like a softcore porn of that.
What's one of those?
Too, and I can't remember what it was called, like, but it was like that, but it was porn. And I don't even remember how the movies went because I was so fucking young, but I remember the same shit. Like, if I hear something, like, because I'm in the living room, we only have one TV, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm in the living room, I'm watching TV, everybody's sleeping, everybody good. I have brothers and sisters too, so, like, everybody's sleeping, turn on some weird shit, and get freaky. And if I hear something, boom, click over real quick.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep. Okay, so you're from that area. Okay.
yeah,
So
I think it was called, like, Pip. Did y'all have Pip on the TV?
I don't know what Pip is. No.
Like, it's like
I'm not from the ghetto, bro.
you have
I'm sorry. Shout out ghetto.
it's like you
I'm
have
sorry.
it's like you have like a channel that you set to go back to. Like, say, like,
Yeah.
I click
Okay.
Pip and it goes to SpongeBob.
It just goes straight.
And then I click Pip again and go back to porn.
Yeah,
Like,
that's just recall. It's like Pip. Okay.
Pip, yeah.
Okay.
yeah, Pip.
Okay. That's just like.
And what you could do with it is like another thing with Pip is like you could play the secondary channel. Like, say I got SpongeBob playing, I could play
this
SpongeBob
or this or
on
this
the.
or this.
I got like play SpongeBob on the big screen, and then like a little bitty square in the corner, there'll be the softcore porn. So,
Okay.
like, you know what I'm saying?
So you
I
can still be watching both.
yeah. Staring at the
Yeah.
corner of the screen.
I don't know what
Sitting
that,
real
I
close
guess
to the
that, I
TV.
never
like,
know what that was called, but I guess if that's what it's called, okay.
I
then
think
I'll
it's
go
called.
with
I
it.
don't know. Maybe we need a Google man because
Yeah, I know. What's this, where you at?
the Corona and the CBD ain't really helping my my facts.
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
I need
Reese.
a fact checker.
Reese was supposed to be here.
They'll let us know if we're lying.
Yeah.
And if I am lying, then I'm sorry.
Then tell us next time.
Yeah, tell me. I'll correct myself.
Right? So how do we? So when we tell people, guess my age, just because that's something I wrote down, right?
Hit it in the
what we're gonna do
comments.
next
Just
time.
drop a number in the comments. How old is
Where?
this motherfucker?
Where?
On YouTube. And probably, what's that other one? I was thinking about getting the other one too. I don't know. I don't even know if we can shout that out.
Well, I just mean like, where would they go to tell us this to where we could see and make a poll and for them to vote or whatever, right? Where we need to tell them where to go.
Well, what's the vote for? Like,
What my age is, and if you get my
But if it was
age,
a vote, that
like,
means
what do you
we would
think I
have to
am?
vote.
It's not that you even.
so they would
bring
just drop the number in the comments.
Yeah.
Like, they go like from whatever number is, they just two digits, boom boom, and then next dude, boom boom, and then
That's it. Yeah.
yeah.
Is that cool? Or like,
It's
do you need
it's
to
a
do
reason
something
for
more?
people to comment on our shit, because like the more they comment, the more people can see our shit, and the more it helps our channel out, which makes us devoting time to this worth it. That's another thing I was gonna say. I forgot what we were talking about that made me think of this, but I have a whole new appreciation for videographers and shit, people that edit videos, because I'm spending so much time editing these videos. It's like, I didn't even know it took this much shit into it, and I'm not even doing crazy shit to it. Like, no After Effects. I'm just
Well, there's a lot that you're going through and that you're having to see. Like, we did 4 hours last time, right?
yeah
And you
on 3
pinned it
different
down
cameras.
to an hour.
Well, only have the main footage of an hour. Like, my camera recorded 4 hours, and then Coda's camera recorded like an hour and like
And your
30
camera
minutes.
only recorded them, right?
Yeah,
And so my camera and
and they didn't have microphones. So like, I understand if y'all think like, man, this is shitty quality, these guys suck. Trust me, we understand. We're trying to figure this shit out. So there's no like playbook.
That's what
You know what I'm saying? We were
saying,
figuring
take
this shit
two.
out. Yeah. So that's what's gonna make it that much better. Like, y'all see us, like, this is real. This is real deal shit. This ain't no Hollywood shit. You'll see us like really starting out like this, and then
Sitting where you're sitting right now,
become
watching us,
professionals.
we're just doing this.
Yeah.
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 So
Be able to have guests on, and interview people would be fun.
that's the whole goal, is just to grow.
Have them
and
fucking
to,
sit right there, have a camera pointed that way.
Mhm.
So tell me about your life.
Right. Tell me, what do you have upcoming, this and that, and then that's to promote the next and the next and the exactly like.
Yeah, and the exactly.
And the exactlies. So when I was in 9th grade, I think it was, I was in what was the class?
Hieroglyphics.
Don't even remember. No, higher than a hieroglyphic. And so I don't even remember what the class was, damn. But we had to make a video that would that mimic something that was relevant of the time or whatever. We had to make a little video. So me and 4 guys actually made a video of Jackass. And so we did stupid little
shout out Jackass.
Shout out Jackass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0.2, whatever
2.5.
it is. Yeah, all that is.
Bad grandpa.
Yeah. And so that's what we did. One of it was I said hut. I had a football. I dropped back. I threw the ball, and then the guy that was running out ran into a building as he was trying to catch the ball, and so that was just like something stupid. And then another guy was trying to catch something off of a roof, fell off a roof. Like
he's no longer with us, but it was funny.
It was so dumb. It really was dumb, but just like I said, it was 9th grade, and we thought it was funny and cool and enjoyed doing it. And so that just made me think of it for whatever reason, whatever we were talking about. So,
yeah, whatever we were talking about.
Yeah.
That CBD strong.
It just keeps me going in different directions.
Here's another poll. Is it the CBD or the Corona?
Probably both. A little bit of mixed. So
I want to know about people's cultures. Like, people that are leaving in the comments, like, what the fuck do y'all eat? What music do y'all listen to? How do y'all cook your food? Like, what language do you speak? Where you from? Like,
okay,
you know
and so
because like, say in Port Arthur, like a lot of people in the world probably don't know what slabs are. Like, say, like, that's a slang that we have around here. That's just like a wide body car with some big ass swangers. That's another thing. See, like, there's certain shit like that. Like, where you're from, what's your terminology for shit that's going on? Like, we have slabs with swangers. That's just big cars with big fucking rims. You know what I'm saying? Like some wide body Cadillacs with
not everybody knows
kneecappers
what that
on the
means.
side.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah, we listen to slow down music. You know.
And so so what I wrote down.
We eat a lot of Mexican food down here and fry shit and like
maybe
gumbo.
Maybe we could make a segment of a different culture every week. So we have to do our research on the culture because we want to learn about it. What do you got to do? You got to go learn, like, see for yourself.
I'd rather like connect with the people. Yeah, I'd rather like plan some trips where we can go somewhere. Like, fucking start small, you know, like go different states and then go like Mexico. I don't know if I can get into Canada. We have to see about that.
Wouldn't it be good to know about it first?
Yeah.
So if we do like a little segment, we do.
That's why I say start with Mexico. Like, I already, you know, what I'm saying, this is Texas. This all damn near.
I'm not gonna say too much
that I know
about Mexico. I've been to Mexico one time. I'm gonna say shout out Tijuana, Mexico.
Word.
And that's it.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much how it always is on Tijuana. But
it's the only place I've been in Mexico.
Where we're at, it's like, you know, there's a lot of Mexicans and Hispanics here, and like a lot of my family's like that, a lot of my friends are like that, and that's kind of like what I guess tried to become, you know what I'm saying? So I already kind of picked up on that culture a lot, and I would love to go see it in person. Like I know Texas, like people that come from Mexico and now they're in Texas, how they do their culture, but how are people that are from Mexico in Mexico doing their culture? You know what I'm saying?
And
you gotta Americanize when you come through here.
Then that's what I was talking about earlier, kind of with my mom's side being from Southeast Texas.
Yeah.
From Port Arthur, Texas. Like, my mom grew up in Port Arthur, Texas.
Yeah.
My dad is from Oklahoma. So when we go there, it was a different culture. And so up there, they literally live by and really respect the Indian culture.
Yeah.
Like Indians.
Like Native.
Like Native Americans and stuff like that. And so they're big on that.
Yeah, Washington Commanders.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, shout out them. And so that was a different side to see whenever we would go up there, and they did things totally different than us.
Yeah,
said things totally different than us. So culture shock for me.
I heard something the other day. I don't know exactly the details or whatever, but something about like Mexicans are Native Americans. because America, North America, South America, and like they're.
Well, so what is Mexican? Is Mexican just the same general term as Asian? Like when you say Asian, but you could talk about Japanese, Chinese, like Vietnamese.
But see, like we're white, and they would be Hispanic, but like American and Mexican, like that's what I don't get. Like I'm not white, I'm Italian American. You know what I'm saying? Like,
from what I understand,
and they're
I'm French. And
if you're
Italian.
from Mexico, I guess you're Mexican. Like I really don't know what the fuck that means. Like,
Yeah.
and that's another thing. Like, you know what sounds crazy is like people say Jew, and that sounds harsh. I've never met any. Like I think you say Jewish people sounds better instead of that's like saying blacks and whites. I think that sounds crazy. Look at them whites over there.
Yeah, look at them whites over there.
Yeah, like, but I never even met Jewish people until I moved to Florida. And like now, I never even thought about their culture ever. Like, had no reason to. Met them, and now I'm interested in that shit. Like, that's a whole nother religion. They eat different shit. They like have different rules that they live by. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Like, I want to know. Like, you know, I want to know why people do shit. And I want to experience. I want to taste your food. I want to like, you know, I don't know. There's so much shit to experience in life. I want to do it all.
So what have you already done, you think? Like, as far as...
I'm pretty deep in Mexican culture, for sure. Yeah.
Like the fake Mexican, like the American Mexican, or whatever?
No, I'm talking about the essays we got out here. Shout out essays. Like, there's some, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of my family, my OGs are all Mexican.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, so... and I feel like that's just always who, like, I grew up thinking that's who I was, like, you know what I'm saying? And, like, so I'm in love with Spanish and rolling my tongue. That's why I rap fast, you know what I'm saying? I love that language of, like, the way, and I love the fact that it's a different language. Like, I can, like, say, like, I can speak to somebody, and it's like a secret code for the next somebody. Like, they don't know what the fuck we're talking about. That blows my fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, how we know what the fuck we're talking about, and you don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. I want to be so fluent with this shit, like.
And to know how many different languages.
Yeah.
So do you know, like, the story of Kobe Bryant? So he was playing in, like, the, you know, the world team, where it's USA versus Spain versus, you know, whoever else.
Yeah.
And so he learned the different languages of the team that he would play so that he could talk shit to them in their language.
Hell yeah.
That's how badass he was. I'm not
up.
just going to hit you and kill you in points. I'm going to talk shit in your language and you're going to have to fucking deal with it.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
Like that's boss.
Like fucking dunking on some dude from China.
And then tell him in his
shit.
language, I just fucked you up.
Yeah, that's
Ain't
badass.
that some dude? And that was like, he did homework, even though it wasn't necessarily just basketball. It was because it was intimidation. And then it catch you off guard. And then now he's got you played for a full.
And another thing is like the food. Like I feel like part of what we do as humans and just as animals in general, like we eat. That's what we do. That's what we live for. Like say ancient times or whatever, just look at animals now. Like, they wake up, they go find some fucking food, they eat it, they party, they sleep. You know what I'm saying? And then they repeat. And they just, like, looking for food all day. That's their job, looking for food and advancing in civilization. Yeah. You know, like, maybe one day we don't have a house, next day we built a house. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then we built a village. And then now we have, like, constant, like, now instead of going to hunt a goat or something, now we're breeding the goats. You know what I'm saying? You keep leveling up like that. Everything's really about food. So when you come from a different area, you know, like say like my family was cooking Italian and Mexican shit, you know what I'm saying? But then I go meet like some people from Vietnam, and this is like a whole different food. Like this is like where you were, or like your culture was, where they were surviving on the planet when we had to go hunt our food and make our food taste better. This is what they chose to do with it. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I want to see what that was like. Right. Like you used, like say we're in the jungle, right? What you're going to use to cook with is the plants that are in that fucking jungle. So, like, say I'm in Texas, I don't have those plants in the jungle. You know, like, so you can eat some shit from, like, some Texas jalapenos. You know what I'm saying? I have, like, some jungle fucking kiwi or something.
Do you think that if the end of the world happened and electricity and all this ran out, How many people, what percentage of people would be able to live off the land?
Depends on what happens to the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the end of the world? Like, did the world just get torched and there's no fucking trees?
Just goes out. So there's no electricity. There's no lights.
Well,
there's no, like, you have to build your own fire with whatever you have until the gasoline and all that runs out. And it is going to run out eventually. And then what?
Well, electricity is always going to be there. The fact would be the grid that we run our electricity off would go out. Okay, so you could still tap into the atmosphere, or like not the atmosphere. Well, yeah, I guess atmosphere too. But you can tap into the earth and the magnetic field and shit to get electricity from it if you're that smart. And if we're talking like that, those type of people that are smart enough to do that, you know what I'm saying?
You think that's
not many?
But I would say it's not many because there's so many billion people.
I would say the billionaires would have the money
to pay somebody that could do it.
The resources to, like, say somebody has enough guns and vehicles and fuel. After all this shit happens, then that means they're valuable. Like, cash doesn't matter, but that's their money.
Right.
So if you're a scientist that knows how to tap into electricity, you're going to roll with that guy.
Yeah.
And so these billionaires that have this shit, you know what I'm saying, have like a yacht that they can go live on the ocean and just fish for the rest of their lives, like, you know what I'm saying, they're going to be all right. And I think it's going to be enough people to make humans survive.
So do you think that is the secret, is to, like, invest in a yacht? Invest in something that could survive on the water for long periods of time?
Maybe you can go
either way.
Any way, like, have something that's aerial, like, or have something that's in space, have something that's in the water.
But aerial always is going to have to land in so long because
what about like a blimp or a hot air balloon that's like something crazy? Like,
you think that is reliable?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no fucking idea.
That's why I just say, like, I think.
Damn, did the camera die?
Did it? Yeah, it looks like it.
Damn.
Already?
We was going good too. Alright. So our cameras died and ran out of storage. So we're about to cut it off for the night. Shout out Unplugged podcast. We're going to be more professional in the future. Thank you for fucking with us. Young Plug official.
Toofly.
Unplugged. Fuck with us. Thank you.
All right.